Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. I'm Tracy Shuchart, senior economist, and here's what happened while we were away. We have a lot of Bessent comments in the headlines. Treasury Secretary Bessent said that he is prepared to expand efforts to buy back costlier debt and that the administration will be unveiling new fiscal initiatives to address the highest borrowing costs in years. He said we are announcing probably at the end of the week, beginning of next week, an increased focus on fiscal consolidation. I won't hold my breath for that. He did say this in an interview on CNBC. We have there's some chatter amongst the Fed watchers. They say that Treasury Secretary Bessent's intervention to bring down long-term borrowing costs is another complication for the Federal Reserve as it grapples with whether to raise rates or not. If it succeeds in holding yields down, that would encourage borrowing during a period of elevated inflation, putting pressure on the Fed to hike. And Bessent also mentioned in that same interview on CNBC that he would be holding a press conference on Monday to talk about exactly what we're going to do, quote unquote, to ratchet up pressure on U.S. allies to join the effort in isolating Iran's economy. And he said economic pressure means that we are going to all of our allies, and this is going to be the greatest coordinated economic isolation in the history of the world. And we're going to them and saying, you're either with us or against us. So I guess we will find out on Monday that plan as they are holding a press conference about that. Citibank has turned bullish on the U.S. dollar in the near term as markets gear up for a lot less hawkish Federal Reserve, midterm elections, and more debt buybacks from the U.S. Treasury. The team lowered its forecast for the U.S. dollar index in the next 3 months from 102.12 to 98.34, right where it's trading. So good on that. This is the credit markets. We spoke a little bit about credit markets. People aren't really talking about that so much. But we do have Invesco is cutting management fees by 20% for investors in their $12.7 billion real estate fund as the firm grapples with a backlog of redemption requests. The fund has redemption queue of $2.2 billion, with investors seeking to pull cash. Average yearly redemption payments have represented 5.3% of the fund's net asset value since 2022, up from 3.5 historically each year. I know it only sounds like a couple of percentage points, but it is pretty large. The U.S., we've got some notes out about the AI race with China and the U.S. He said in the battle for the global technology mastery being fought in the labs of AI companies, China is rapidly closing the gap with the U.S. by several key metrics, usage and cost. It's even taking the lead. That is a growing concern for American firms such as OpenAI and Anthropic, which are chasing trillion-dollar valuations based on the assumptions about their superior capabilities and money-making projects. Definitely something to keep an eye on for certain in the war with China in this race for AI. Then there was some call buying bonanza around Trump's hyperliquid comments. I guess yesterday he was in the Oval Office and he hinted that hyperliquid, that's the decentralized change that's garnering popularity among traders as the home base of perpetuals futures trading. If you don't know what those are, they're swap-like derivative contracts with high leverage and no expiration. It's kind of been a thorn in the side of incumbent exchanges this year. That said, U.S. residents are not allowed to trade on that platform. But he did say, I understand that Mike, who is the CFTC chair, is working to bring hyperliquid to the United States in a fully compliant and legal fashion. We saw options activity on hyperliquid almost 8 times the 30-year average. They had 120,000 calls traded versus 8,000 puts. Traders bought almost 45,000 calls and sold 29,000. I'm guessing they did a spread. About 10 million in premium exchanged hands, the biggest single trades coming about a half an hour after the announcement when someone bought a 2,008 strike calls expiring in November and December for about $500,000. And with that, I will hand it to Jim for Ned's report.
Thank you, Tracy. Let's go to the Bitcoin, see if anything's changed since we last talked about it. And the answer is no. I mean, it's still a little baby shadow at the top of a pretty big green candle right now. We're above that 150 simple moving average. And we're really close to the, I really like the 61.8% retracement. And let's just round it up to 73,500. We're almost there right now. And I'm measuring that peak high that we saw back here at the beginning of May, all the way down to this peak low that we saw. It was actually a double bottom low, to be honest with you, that hit that bottom at the end of June. And so we kind of went sideways for a long, long period of time. We broke out, and it's all positive strength on the upside. This June open, I have my eye on that also, 74,190. So nothing's changed over the last couple of hours. We're still kind of sitting here towards session highs right now, maybe looking for a little retracement back to that +1 on the VWAP band. That's that first upper standard deviation band right by the peak, London peak high at 72,595. So we're kind of pinched between the first and second standard deviation. We'll see if we get a retracement back down toward the point of control, which is relatively decent, actually. The profile is not the greatest of all time, but for the Bitcoin, it's not bad. 71,985 is what we're tracking there. Let's shoot over to the NASDAQ right now and see what's going on. Remember, OpX, tomorrow, third week of Friday, we have options that are expiring all over the place. And as a result, we have dealers doing certain dealer things. This is the daily chart on the NASDAQ. And, this is a pretty decent sell-off, right? From the peak low down here on the 29th of July to the peak high up here on the 17th of August, we've retraced almost 38.1%. Now, that's a textbook retracement. That's nothing that's going to set my hair on fire if we just kind of bounce off it and kind of mosey on along back up or even sideways. But 29,149 is that level right now, and we're not too far away from that. And look at that 80 EMA is crossing underneath the 21 EMA almost. It's trying to. It's this far away. It's getting closer and closer. So cut another red candle or so, and we're going to have a cross. RSI, again, no divergence. Everything looks normal here as the RSI is sloping back down toward 45. On the downside targets, other than that 38 is the 50%, then I would be a little bit worried, but that's at 28,776. Intraday, interestingly enough, really, the London initial balance, going all the way through the Asian initial balance, all night, going even through the London initial balance, everything was kind of sideways. Everything was cool and fruity, nothing to worry about. And then boom, as soon as that London IB ended, big sell-off here. We tried to recoup, but the pivot was in the way. Pivot study is pretty good. 29,564 was that area of resistance. We wicked through it, sold back down, made some lows, and did a little bit of song and dance, I think, for this opening range. But look at let me just kind of open this up a little bit. When we had this U.S. initial balance, look at this, the bodies of the candle. This is pre-bell. Small, tiny body, total market uncertainty. Look at how big the wicks are. And the next candle. These are 30-minute candles. Small, tiny candle body. Look at the wicks, pretty big. Again, market uncertainty. Then, all right, after that first hour, it's like, all right, let's go. We're getting long. No, sellers pushed us back down. Barely scraped above the midpoint of the IB, sold off, threatened the midpoint again, and now we're selling off. Now, remember what Dan Roos told us this morning, and that the dealers really, the line in the sand for the dealers is really pretty close to this one-day min at MenthorQ one-day min at 29,215. He was talking about the cash markets, but we did the math and we were pretty close there. And look where we're headed. We're almost there. We talked about this morning. I'm not surprised if we get that one day min and then some. We have that S2 at 29,183 on the downside as well. So this is looking pretty heavy here. To be honest with you, a drive back into the IB, I would be surprised. It could happen, but I don't know. If we keep rolling down, look at that. There's nothing but the abyss, the darkness of nothingness. So we'll see if that one day min holds, if we even get there. I think we're going to, and that S2 holds as well on the NASDAQ 100 stock index futures. That is this afternoon's Edge Report. We are ready for the main event. We are trading the close today, and we have a substitution on the field. Leo is back in the locker room. They called out Stowe to take his place. Stowe, good morning. Good afternoon. How are you?
What's up? Good afternoon. Hey, buddies.
There you go. XY, how you doing?
Hola.
Chris, how are you doing?
Good. How are you, Jim?
I'm doing good, thanks. I don't know. I'm happy to be here.
Convincing.
I'm just happy to be here.
I'm happy to be here. I know. We had a great day today. We had a couple of really good guests this morning. Had some great discussions. A lot of stuff going on in the markets, not just the stock index futures, but a lot of the other ones that we've been talking about pretty much nonstop since I got here. But in any event, let's go around the horn here. Stowe, since you are fresh out of the bullpen, ready to start throwing some heat, what are you thinking?
Somebody really wants to sell this right now. On both. NQ for sure. That was a really, really, really big puke through this 280, 270 that was holding it for a very long time. This morning and last night, somebody was obviously doing a bunch of business there. And once we lost it, it has been kind of straight down since. I haven't seen any sign of buying that didn't immediately get met with furious absorption. So not that this can't cover out of nowhere, but yeah, I'm not buying it yet. Don't really want to anymore. I don't know.
Furious absorption, is that a technical analysis term, or is that
It's my new band name.
I like it. Oh man. XYZ, what are you thinking, man?
I just got out of a short from the IB low up here to the overnight low. So I think that's all I had left for the day, that ES would eventually break its overnight low after trading it, and then NQ would maybe follow suit. And yeah, as soon as they started going back lower, they made it pretty painless, honestly. Super easy. But after that, I really don't have much else. Still at the swing low, we're breaking through it. We're testing this old volume, but to extend now, I would need to see more pace, which we're not seeing. I actually don't like anything at all. All I knew today was we were chopping range super narrow. Eventually we settled at 200 range after extending, but overnight we had this volume build up here and just lose the entire thing and start building below these 2 days, very firmly below.
Yeah.
So, no interest in trading in the range, for sure. No interest in longs. I already assumed that the market would just continue to build lower because that's what it's doing. And it's not just doing that with this volume. It's after a failed move back up. So morning made it hard. I didn't even bother to trade the morning, really, because it's just stuck in a range. But coming back now, it looks like we had a decent chance at lows, and we got it. Honestly, I don't have much left unless things change. A reversal back in, but I really don't expect that to happen. And if it's going to continue lower, I don't have any means of entry. So that's what it is for me.
Got it. Makes total sense. Chris, what are you thinking, man?
Yeah, so we've been trading in this multi-week range here, this 300, 400 area, all the way up into 30,000 70s. We had that fail breakout. We traversed all the way back down, and then last night was when yesterday morning We moved into that sort of area of support. We bounced, we consolidated all day, and then we're breaking lower. We try to hold here, like this. All this chop we had this morning was acceptance of this range, right? And so there was a strong negotiation here between buyers and sellers, but sellers kept moving on down. And now we're seeing the follow through lower, the break. So we've officially broken back below this range. So I will be targeting, I mean, I stepped away because it was just choppy, but my interest, my next level is this 29,060. I would say there's a support between 29,000 flat to 29,100. Because now if we are failing this range and when we are, unless we put in a fail breakdown, then there's no reason why we can't come back down into this massive area of support here at 29,000. So if there is an opportunity to join here to the downside, I will be looking to participate in that now that we've finally broken below this range. So let's see what happens until the end of the day.
Yeah, and we might hit 29,000 before we're done talking here. I mean, this is looking kind of ugly, but thank you for that, Chris. I appreciate that. And before I dip in the chat, let me remind everybody, the bell's going to ring at 4:00. Do not get out of your seat. We have a very special event. We have Sara Strat, Sniper, with us to identify and trade reversals like a pro on the next segment of Develop Your Edge. Just 4 to 5. Bring your questions for Sara, and we're going to walk through the whole thing. It's going to be awesome, and I can't wait. All right, gents. Well, do your thing. Good luck. If you do get busy on some trades, I'm going to dip in the chat.
Sounds good. Thanks, Jim.
Yes.
I saw something interesting just now, and I want everybody's take on it.
Okay.
So we have a new quant in the chat. Very good
Okay.
trader. He says,
Okay.
going down bad. ES going 76.40. It's going down more. Should have held. Sell any pops up. Professional. Teach you how to manage your own book kind of guy. But then I kind of went up higher, and his original messages were, I'm still in shorts on ES and up a house. He's up a house right now. And then he says,
Well, house where?
well, and then he says, my trading got better when I stopped using hard stops.
Ugh. Okay.
What do we think, guys? With all the MGI that has just been spat out, what do we think? Rakesh 2.0, but like reverse?
Maybe.
Like instead of longs,
Bear cash.
it's bear cash.
My quantitative,
that's sick.
my math specialist.
That's sick. Yeah, no, he's infallible trader, never wrong. When you're never wrong, you don't need hard stops.
I know that there is an argument to be made for like not using a stop loss as far as like a market stop order, but if you're hedging in a different way, it doesn't sound like what he's talking about.
He says, I was homeless from trading.
Oh,
well, dude, if you're homeless from trading, don't tell me how to trade because I might end up homeless. You can't tell me you were homeless and then you learn how to not use stops and you're telling me what to do. That's kind of scary. It's either you practice or stuck trying to prove it.
I'm curious if we're going to go get that 65 guy now. They've been doing a lot of liquidity weirdness down here. I've been glued to, I'm
hoping we see the 76.40 and see how up big our new friend is. Maybe two houses.
Judging by that, I'm just making an assumption on the size, which I know they say not to do, but I tend to do it anyway. He should be up at least 4 houses by the time he gets down there.
What do we look? Yo, EF 47. What are we looking at 76.40? House and Lambo?
Let's see if this big gets stuffed again here at 30.
Shab.
Hey, Shab.
Hola, Alejandro.
Alejandro.
Has to be
No, I mean, I understand that 7640 might be sticky, but how
Bro,
how
that's the
up
bar.
are we is my question. If 7640, your price target trades, man, how up are we?
If this bid is real, it will get through this 30. It doesn't. You got to cross. It's thinking about it. Hmm.
It's just straight up left.
Is he gone? Oh, bye, Chris.
He just literally ran.
Oh, good. He's back. Chris, you can't just peace.
He had to leverage the house on shorts. He got a tip.
Yeah, I had to call it in.
He had an insider tip. It's like, I don't care what my margin is. Get me short. Everything.
Sell kidney if you have to.
Damn, you only got one left. You'd be stopped out. Like you'd be liquidated.
Real life.
Oh,
mhm.
also, okay. He says hold until market says get out. What does that look like?
Dude,
Because there's
yeah,
no hard stops. So what
this
what would get you out of the shorts?
this dude was in here earlier in the morning, and I ignored that comment then.
Who?
The market tells me when to get out thing. I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh, the market tells me all kinds of
Cool
things. I just
story,
don't
bro.
know. I just don't know when it's real. When it's
XY, do you want to see the art project? This is what Willow brought me to dry. This I know production was very curious
What
what
is
was
that?
going on with
I
with
see
the glitter.
hearts. Yeah,
Yep.
what are we
There's
doing here?
glitter, there's sequins,
Uh-huh.
we got all kinds of
Is that
stuff. We got
watercolors?
glitter glue. No, it's glitter glue.
Glitter glue.
hmm One of
Uh-huh.
the most terroristic glues that exists.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's high risk stuff for the house.
Yes, it's a very high leverage
Very high
glue.
risk.
I'm levered to the gills on this glue. It was so slow on the way down, though. That was wild. All that weird liquidity business. Did we just pull up at 69 for the meme?
I don't know,
Hey,
but Nick makes a
hey,
good point. There are
when you
two
guys
guys on stream trading in
when you
Q.
guys
Might be a
trade
bunch.
the weekly VWAP,
Yes.
are you guys sort of just like it's a strong area of support? Do you treat it as important as uh like I wouldn't say prior day low. I feel like prior day low is less important, but like is that does price need to have a strong reclaim of that for you to say, okay, I can lean on that towards longs now, or that changes things, or is it like a first test of it and then short for you guys? Like, how do you guys treat that weekly VWAP? Because I just started applying it on my charts, and I'm learning from it, but I want to get your guys' thoughts.
Um, so I treat VWAP as the mean, right? Like VWAP is the average. And I look at three, RTH, weekly and monthly. And the further out I go, the more the less it is an actual level, the more it is like a zone. So whenever we
Okay.
return to it on the week, I'm like, okay, now we are back in the middle of nowhere as far as the average volume goes, right?
At the mean of that week.
Yeah. And so I'll use it to guide my bias if it is sloped in a direction or if we have spent more time above or below it, then that will like all above a VWAP that is sloping up to a degree, I'll consider to be bullish neutral. It's still neutral because it's not quite one standard deviation away and hanging out in super trend, but it hasn't really done anything to leave meaningfully for me. So that's how I look at it.
So that
I don't.
monthly VWAP in NQ right above yesterday's consolidation, you guys were like, okay, bearish action as long as we're below it.
Kinda. I mean, it sucked we couldn't get over it. There was also like a crazy seller up there too.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't believe that high they left overnight. The overnight That all that work they put in up there to
Where's
buy that
weekly view
going
out right
nowhere.
now?
Monthly is what Chris is looking at.
Oh, where's that at?
That's at
Big 70s,
Let me get the big guy.
870s?
670s.
670s? Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
line. Good squiggly.
It's a good squiggly. But yeah, the up there at like 685, 680 last night was ridiculous. Those buyers deserve
Well, they got a lot of
all the
pain,
pain they
so.
got. They could not
That was
do
the
a
first thing I
single
noticed in
thing.
the morning. I remember we were ending the midweek vibe stream, and someone was like, "What do you think?" I was like, "Well, we're building volume up above now. It's either the build gets continuation and we found a new low, or they die and
Yeah. And they
we
died.
find a new low, but like it continues." So by the time I woke up, I was like, "Huh, looks like it was the second option. I'm definitely not getting any longs today." And we are going lower. Billy R2, I don't know if Algo Boys got booted, but I mean, we made up. Well, I never had a problem with him, but he said I was cool, so he's good in my book.
Did you have to take your hat off for that? Or
No,
was that
I
okay.
lied to him. I lied to him, but I owned up to it and I said, I lied to you. I'm not taking it off. And he said, "You're all right." He didn't like take back the stuff about me being a clown.
Oh, all right.
But hey, look, progress is progress. He said I'm all right.
We need
Fair.
Rumo
But I
in
think
here.
maybe he was spamming too much or something
Yeah.
or something like that. But
We need Rumo and him.
um EF 47, you said stay short till the market tells you to get out. Can you educate us on what that looks like?
Shift vibes.
No, it's not. Because I trade vibes and I don't have those. So he's gonna have to guess again. Vibes are not an answer. Pick a different one.
Well, he doesn't use a hard stop, so it's got to be like some kind of vibes.
What
Is it when you get the
CCI
email?
period am I using? I don't know what you mean by that. Do you guys know what CCI is?
I do not.
CCI, yeah, it was like people will do the CCI, RSI, MACD stuff, right?
I don't know what CCI
I don't know
is.
anything about it, like technically, but I
That's not my
remember
squiggly brand.
it was another like oscillator thingy. I remember like when I first started trading, it was like, dude, this is cheat code, man. You got to get the CCI with the RSI MACD or something.
Yeah.
And like, dude, you can't not make money. I did exactly that. I didn't make money. So I was like, look, I'm not even gonna bother to try to find out what the CCI is because it's not working for me. And yeah.
Can't not make money. As it turns out.
Oops. Oopsies.
Turns out it's very easy to do exactly that.
It's called a round trip. What kind of footprint for ES? Or just Altoid. I like 8-tick Renko for ES. What are good settings for NQ DOM tick compression? I just use two ticks compression. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say, I mean, look, these guys are trading below. Well, at XY, you're on the 1 minute, right? And you're on a tick time frame still.
I use volume, but yeah, it's similar to tick.
What would that be like on a lower than 1 minute?
What oh, like a CCI?
No,
It's pretty-
the candles.
It's pretty similar to, well, the reason that I use it is because the pace changes. If you're looking at a time-based chart, the pace never changes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But a volume-based chart is going to print as fast as that volume comes in or as slow as that volume comes in. So the printing of the candles will have a feel in the same way that a DOM has a feel, etc. So if a ton of volume comes in, there's going to be a bunch of candles that print.
Yeah,
and
you
it's
might get
not-
like 4 candles
Yeah.
by the time the
It's-
1 minute is done.
Right.
But that's
It's
a
not-
really
That's
extreme
interesting.
case. You use 500, right?
I use 500 for NQ and 3000 for ES.
I would say 500 is like if 1 minute is like 100%, maybe eyeball is like 70.
Yeah.
Because I did use it for a while and I found that, yeah, it's probably about 70%. But there will be times where volume just floods in out of nowhere. It could be news. And you'll get a bunch of candles printed off by the time a 1 minute candle finishes. So yeah, there's a lot going on there.
I would say, Chris, it's similar in the morning. It's similar to a 1 minute chart, and then in the afternoon, it gets closer to a 3.
Okay.
Anthony, strictly secret. You had a good 3-day streak with it. It's all right. Um, I'm sorry to hear about your red day, but I'm happy for you that it's a almost break-even day from a deep red day. But I think what matters is if you got anything from it. Truth is, we don't learn anything on green days. Nothing at all.
Mm.
I don't
I'll
even
let you
like
know when I
green
have
days.
one.
I'd rather get a red day so I can learn.
Right. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I'd rather get a red day, but I will say I don't learn on green days. Chris
To
just wants to
confirm,
feel something once in a while.
to confirm single print sun. Yes, now working on a third.
Still, why do all my quants leave me? So the guy that was trying to tell everyone how to trade, as soon as I asked about how you manage risk, he's gone.
It's because you tease them relentlessly.
We were talking. We were
You
talking.
asked me.
We were talking. Chris, remember that guy that like does trade signals? And he'll never tell us where his stop is?
Yeah, Rumo.
They just disappear when you ask about risk.
God, that's one of the best ones.
Dude,
That's
I
a good-
love that sound, man.
That's a good bit.
I'll go, boys. Good afternoon. It's good to see you.
He's here.
Good to see you. I'd prefer not to learn anything forever. Yeah, me too. It's a cope. It's at least I learned. I must be genius if red days make smart guy. Dude, your time's coming, Josh. You're putting in you're rounding out at the lows. Your time is coming.
Slowest crash of all time right now. Good God. Painful.
In Cure, yes.
Both. They're just going to close it here. They have no other choice.
Where the fuck is my quant? I want to know how much money we're making. Or when he's gonna get out. You can't come in teaching me how to trade and not teach me like anymore once I ask about when to get out.
It's when the market tells them. It's when the market tells you.
Algo boys, I appreciate the engagement. Yeah, of course. But yeah,
Hit the like
you
while
gotta
you're
be
in
careful.
here. If you're gonna talk,
No, Algo boys, I don't want to learn from you. No. We got a smarter guy now. Forget it. No, you in the past. I got a guy named EF47. He told me where the market's going, but he won't tell me when to get out.
all right, I pulled up the chat. Hello, chat. How you guys doing? You guys doing good?
You know, Flo, you might be right. You might be right. Gold has been the move. Let's see. Oh, clean. Yeah. Really nice. This would be a good spot after they broke right here. This is the newest node formed after the break, leading to continuation. They come back and they test it. Dude, this is clean. Who's trading this? Bathing Paul. Congratulations, man. I'm assuming you got long and you're like actually rich now, not up a sim house. Well done, man. While us idiots are dabbling in the indices. You are doing
Yeah.
the smart thing.
Very silly day to be doing that. That's for sure. It was a two-way um, hellscape, I'll say, followed by a lockout puke that I have had no clean access to.
Right. So I took
Hold
a
on, hold on.
short here.
Algo boys. What do you mean by that?
You
Let's
pressing on this
explore
now,
this.
Chris?
Let's explore this
Yeah, I
further.
took a short. I just took half off at 1.2 R. And we'll see if we make a new low. Because we just broke out of that consolidation.
Yeah.
And this is the first I wanted a little bit higher to short the bounce, but it doesn't
Me
look
too.
like we want it.
I
So
was
Algo
waiting
boys,
for.
I think we need to discuss this. He says, but I am amazed more that so many of young clowns still looking at charts to trade. LOL. What do you mean by that? Come on, dude, you can't spit that out and not elaborate.
What do you mean by that?
Use like a compass?
I am a young clown though these days. Chris, did you hear the good
You
news? I'm
wish.
31.
You're 31.
Yeah, I'm 31. Yep.
Give
I
me
got
whatever
I
you're
got a new
taking.
scale. It knocked 10 years off my life. Best $150 I've ever spent. Piece of cake.
I want whatever you're doing.
I'll send you dude, maybe I'll get an affiliate code. I'll get everybody on this tip.
Life is about getting codes.
Yeah, metabolic age 31. Read it and weep.
Listen,
Damn.
I'm 2 kidneys in. Okay, my age is not 31 times 2.5. Okay,
Well, I think you get a reset button for each one. So it's like you take the cartridge out and shake it and put it back in.
my body
Kind of.
doesn't feel like that.
Yeah, Rich Pocket says collagen eye patches. Hey, getting that
I have a
collagen.
small confession to make because Salma's not here. I've only used those that one time on
I
stream.
got a confession. Dun, dun, dun,
I don't mean
So,
to blow
Venmo
anybody's
me
mind
50
here.
bucks or I tell.
dun.
Give me 50 or I'm singing.
I'll deny it. I'll deny it.
Yeah, no one's gonna believe you.
No one's gonna believe me. I use those every day.
I'm the skincare guy.
I'll just throw them out and be like, "Look, it's the empty thing."
Damn, it's like the movies where you thought someone was the good guy. Turns out they're the bad guy, but no one knows it yet but the audience. And they're like, no one's gonna believe you.
The fridge was really funny. Yesterday, me and Willow put groceries away, and the top shelf was Diet Coke, those eye things, and a big jar of night crawlers.
Wow.
I was like, this is a diverse refrigerator right now. I got worms, skincare, Diet Cokes.
All right, took a stop on the rest after taking partials. Looks like we're gonna hold.
Your name is J Hat. I know what my name is, but I asked you how you trade if you don't use charts, man. Come on.
Chris, I don't know what the hell we're doing down here, but it doesn't feel like we're gonna hold it.
Oh no?
I just can't get in down here. It's a lower low, like at the moment at 70, but they got all this liquidity there at 65 and at 70. They keep pulling this 500 lot situation. I don't know.
What's the level that you're looking for to short?
At least
or do you
80.
see a bounce and then failure through the DOM or whatever you're looking at to then short?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to get back to that 80 guy that tried to buy it a million times, but we can't even get up there. 76.80. Sorry, I'm not looking at NQ. NQ needs I need to get back.
Oh, yes, 76.80.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good back test. The low of the day, low of the morning.
That's why, yeah, give it to me, damn it.
Yeah,
What
we
are they
got server
doing?
tag?
What are they waiting for?
Oh, dude, we got server tag.
What?
Look at us. Hey.
Oh, sad. Also, hi, Nick.
Very cool. Very cool.
I didn't watch Nick and Salma trade, but I can only assume they were in as much pain as me and Jack were this morning.
Yeah, this morning I just stepped away completely. There's just nothing to do. I think it's trying to so that level that you have for 76.80,
Yeah.
that similar level is like the back test of that 830 low is at 940s in NQ, and it's trying to back test that, failing. I think if we reclaim that, then ES goes to see your level.
What's your level, Stowe?
Which one?
Yes.
Up or down?
Down, down, down.
No,
Wait, do you
I
have a
mean,
down level?
yeah, next one is 666.
Well, hey, we can't
Yeah,
trade that.
rock and roll. R.I.P. Lemmy.
Very metal,
and
very metal.
and below that is 51. There's some turkey at 65, so I would like to get into this thing short to get to 66, but
What about 76.40? Dude, where is this guy? He can't come
It's
in
too
doing
far-
all this, and when I
it's too
ask
far
a
away.
question on how to manage a trade, he's gone. Yes, change that level to 667, yeah? Or 665.
I can't. I'm sorry. I don't make the levels.
It's stuck here.
It's going to get it now. Truly.
Yeah, Yoda, you might be right. We've never seen them in the same room. They might be the same person.
ES is trying to break. Can NQ follow here? The 5-minute tried multiple times against that 830 low. No, it's like it might be choppy here.
Yeah, I feel like my brain's going to start bleeding out of my eyeballs if we get stuck here at this. Are we just going to make this the point of control and sit here for the next? How much longer do we have?
I forgot it's OPEX tomorrow, huh? That's why it's been choppy.
Can we get the dealers in here to do some gamma business? Does anybody have their number? That's Lumi.
Yeah, that's looming, man.
Yeah. Nope, all my stuff just broke. What happened there? Dang it. You have every Dom's just peace out on you?
Like actually exit itself?
No. Sometimes I feel like if there's like a glitch in the connection, they get the boot first.
Like everything shut off?
Yeah, like it just goes to a glitchy time.
I do have it sometimes like, price is still moving around and so the DOM is showing the resting orders like moving up and down, but nothing
Yeah.
else is moving.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah, that's happened a few times. Maybe it's a sign. It's a sign that the market
Should
sucks.
I go get my eye patches and put them on? I mean, what else can we do?
Yeah, chat.
I'm
Chat, what
out
do you
of
want Stowe
bits.
to do?
Within reason.
Room 550A, congratulations on that new watch.
I might finally get into wearing something on my wrist if this Hume thing sucks me into one of these health app things. Like,
You talking about like the health tracker thingies?
yeah, it's like it tells you how much your
I
sleep
got this
sucks.
one. I got a Whoop, but it's because my credit card gives it to me for free.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like a free yearly thingy.
Nice. I love that.
Been pretty cool. It's good at telling me what a piece of crap I am.
I know. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about.
Well, everyone needs someone to tell them.
Well, I've got a list already.
Unsolicited.
Unsolicited. Maybe I'll just tell them like, "Hey, man, I got this watch that tells me that you don't
Okay,
need
look, you don't need to
you don't
say
need to
these
lay
things
into me for
anymore.
this."
Oh man, what is News Fest? Do we push out or no?
It keeps getting wiggly. It keeps wanting to party.
J Hat, you need entries
But
or
they're just
exits, and
standing on
please
it.
don't compare me with idiots, please. Bro, I asked you 3 times to teach me how to trade like you, but you won't. You say you don't use charts. What should I be looking at, man? Give me the secrets. You can't tell me to trade after saying that I'm doing it all wrong and
Close
not tell
this.
me how to do
Call
it.
it.
Also, you think EF47 is an idiot? You're gonna eat your words when we trade, what is it, 76.40?
Does it have to be today?
Actually, I don't know. I know he doesn't have a stop.
I think I know what he might be using.
Sim account?
Astrological charts. No, that's still a chart. Shit.
That's nice
Shit.
try.
Sorry.
Nice try.
You done messed up, Aaron.
Hey,
Oh, here we
Ron.
go. Here we go. It's looking good. I'm holding till the morning 10:45.
All
I'm
right.
guessing Eastern. What's that? We got signals, guys. We got signals. So you're gonna hold until like
What is this dude
what did he
doing
say?
down here?
10:45. You're gonna hold until 77.12 trades. Is that what we're doing? That's like 40 points. Holy crap, you're crazy.
If you're long from higher, I mean, I don't hate it. If you're short from 90 somehow, I mean, that's also good.
Where
But
where are
like,
you where are you short from?
I didn't even have time to get in. I assume he's talking about ES too.
Wait,
Yeah,
did
he's
you
talking
say
about
if you're
ES.
long from higher, you don't hate it?
Hot take there, dude. Hot take.
Yo, what kind of loss does this guy need for you not like it?
No, okay, so EF, where are you short from? That's crazy. I mean, he said he's up a house. It's not bad. It's not
I
bad.
might be slightly convinced in this gamma wizardry down here at 215.
I shorted all morning. Yeah, well, it
Oh,
doesn't
there's
tell me
the
what your
bounce.
average is right now. Like, where are you positioned? You could be short all morning and your average right now is like 76.80 and you're giving it a 30-point stop loss.
They got a cross, Chris, if they want out of here.
Yeah, I
So,
had it on too, but I closed it. I
I
just didn't have
mean, yeah, look,
faith.
you're replying, but you're telling me everything but your average price. Like this is really, you're making it a little too hard here.
You're
Algo Boys
making
won't
it
tell me
hard
how
for
he trades.
me.
How come the ones that give out so much sauce give no sauce?
Look at that push.
House on Skid Row. I mean, that's still LA. It's still a lot. It's expensive to live. I don't have an average. Well, your broker does. What does it say?
Did they finally get sick of selling into this dude down here?
I mean, we're still at the low node for now.
I think if we get...
I trade CFD multiple positions. Okay. This is a head scratcher.
XY, I can't put any work into understanding the strangers today. I'm way too interested in trying to figure out what the hell this
Someone
is up
told
to.
me how I should be trading, and then I asked, stop? No, stop. What's your average entry? I don't have an average. I have many entries.
There was a fell breakdown right here.
Yeah, grits and ham. Banger trades do not need stops or entries. That is facts. Yeah, I'm trying to entertain it, because the market's not doing too much.
Stop.
It's
here.
Right, Chris. Are you looking at this too? So we should have kicked back off of that.
Yeah.
I'm looking for I'm looking at 262 because there's all these dudes. For some reason, I had to be on very early this morning. I forget why it was. Oh yeah, I was doing prep for the Discord dudes, and this all has my attention down here, and so I really want to see what happens when we get back to 265 and 280. So retest the other side of this if we're really gonna break down. I want to talk to Samson, you know?
I want to talk to Samson.
J Hat, what part of Ninja Live you want me to post it? Just post it in the comments. Just tell us how you trade or how we're supposed to trade in the comments. And explain it like we're 5. No way? Too much sauce, huh? I get you. You don't want to give away too much edge. I feel that.
It's probably
Taking
written
multiple
down in
losses
a
row does nothing to me anymore, and not ashamed of it. Good for you, man.
hell yeah.
Solid.
If you're not writing down your model in a journal that looks like it could be a Dead Sea Scroll, you're not going to make it.
He says, no way. I like to see you suffer. I'm suffering bad right now from reading this nonsense. What is the best chat advice you've ever received?
Good question.
Received from
That
chat.
is a good question. Well, it's hard. It sucks because all the advice givers are the ones you would expect. And you're seeing them right now. So I can't even think of a good one because the advice givers are always giving you some garbage.
I have one. Farm told me that Coke Zero was better than Diet Coke, and he ended up being correct.
Was that chat advice though?
Kind
Or
of.
did he say it? Did he type it in chat or did he say it?
It was both. I quizzed him about his diet soda preference in
Ooh,
Miami.
quizzing you some kind of diet soda authority?
No, but I like to get a sample size from the people that I surround myself with. It's like, what's one standard deviation away from Diet Coke? Turns out it's Dr. Pepper Zero, and it's great. So I'm riding that trend right now.
Yes, Omni. Coke Zero is absolutely goated. I would say the cherry Coke Zero in particular.
Yeah, that's in the mix. That's in the rotation. Hell yeah.
Whoa. EF. You guys, no, don't fight. You guys don't have to fight. Gold trade from Front. Oh, dude, you're right. Front, are you here, man? I actually sold the very top of gold without knowing it. And it was during this afternoon stream. I think it was Chris and I. And as we were getting off and Jim's on, Front said something about gold looking like, oh, it might like roll over. And I spent Globex looking at it. I was like, I think it's going to. Like, structurally, volume, I think it's going to roll over. But I was just thinking like we're going to short this, try to get a move and call it. I had no idea it was going to be the top of gold. That was my like 50 or 60K gold trade.
That was sick.
And that was from Friend. I mean, I guess it wasn't advice. Is it? Does it qualify? But yes, it
Yeah.
was him that put my eyes onto gold at that moment. Because if he never said anything, and this was like we're getting off stream, if he didn't say anything, I would just turned off everything and never looked again. Right? I'm not looking at Globex. But because he said that right before we got off, I'm looking at it, I'm like, huh. Yeah, Front is definitely that one. That one's solid.
I
That's a
remember
good
that
call
day
out.
because you showed. Well, one of those days you showed up the next day and you were like, made $50,000 in gold last
Dude, it
night.
was sick. I could not believe it. That was my biggest trade ever at the time.
Biggest trade ever? That's awesome.
At the time.
At the time.
And then at that month, I think it was May. Oh my God. Like, dude, I was printing money in
I remember
Globex.
you thought you were haunted.
It was insane. That May.
You were haunted by the ghost of an ATM machine.
It was insane. But yeah, that was huge. That was huge. Front, the GOAT. Billy, shout out to you for remembering that. But yes, damn. Front, where the hell is this guy, man?
Frenton's always in here.
I know. Daniel Rodriguez, good afternoon.
He is doing a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, West Side. That's what I'm saying. But he just wants to see me suffer. And now I think him and EF are gonna start fighting.
What about the West Side?
He said, dude, you're asking us how to trade. You have to tell us how to trade for beginners that don't know how to read price chart. I'm assuming he's talking about Algo Boys because he says he doesn't use charts. Oh, he's talking about me because I'm asking Algo Boys how to trade. Oops, West Side, my bad. I mean, I've got two other hosts that have been talking charts.
Yeah, right now we're definitely building lower. We spent a day consolidating, pushing lower. And then we went all the way down and we got overnight low in a pretty drastic fashion. And then instead of doing any sort of like nobody got snapped off down there, it just kind of stopped. And then they began to sling a million lots at once from 210 to 240. And now we are crawling back away from it. So all three of those things are not any sort of price action that is tradable for me. So I am waiting for this to exhaust higher and show me that it's going to go back down into this node.
I don't know if you were here in the beginning of the stream, West Side, but I explicitly said everything I think the day could possibly do, it has already done, and I have nothing left. So I am bullshitting with the chat. All I had left was an overnight low tag.
Yeah.
And they did just that. I made my money. I'm surprised I made anything because I look at the charts, it's like, I'm not even going to trade this. I got on in the morning with the Discord. I just put out a GIF that says, what the fuck? Because that's what it looked like. And I turned it off. It's garbage. The environment matters. Price action will be here, market structure there and there. But if the environment doesn't match what I want to see and execute in, I can't, right? What the market's doing and where it's trading is one thing, but the environment that it's giving you is what your execution relies on, like specifically. If I'm looking at NQ and I see 8 ATR, that means in the span of every minute, the biggest range, the bar's range will be 8 points. I will shoot myself. So what's the point? I'm not going to try to trade in 8 ATR conditions when the market can't even decide what it wants to do at any given point or any given spot. And if it does make that decision, it's going to do it 8 ATR at a time. So if you want me to tell you how to read this price right now, best I can tell you is I'm not even bothering right now because that's the best thing to do for me.
Oh, sure.
If we are trading simulation, why market react our trade too much? I think there's probably this belief
Oh.
still that retail actually has some kind of weight in the market, but it's not really the case. That's my thinking. So even if your orders were real or fake, it'd be the same thing. It's not reacting to retail's orders. It's reacting to liquidity, and retail is very little in liquidity compared to the overall market. So I wouldn't think of it as like, oh, if I'm in sim, why is it still reacting to my orders? Well, even if you weren't in sim, it still be the same thing. It's not whether you're in sim or not. It's just that's what the market chooses in those spots, regardless of what you think about it in terms of your positioning. So I would say best to just let that whole idea go. We are not moving the market. We are not influencing the market. What is a handle? A point? Old-timey way to say point.
My entries at 29,230.
What is a lot? A lot is a contract. One contract is one lot.
A lot is more than a little.
What percentage of volume is retail? I don't know. You could probably Google that. Wasn't
Well,
it
look at the
speculated to be like
divergence here.
10% or something?
Yes, back down NQ holding well. Did not get to your 80 area. It's driving NQ up. Oh, cyclicals are tanking. Semiconductors holding, software holding. Yeah, the reversal was it. And I closed my long too. I had it. Just didn't trust it.
If one E-mini S&P 500 contract is a lot, what is a micro S&P 500 contract called? It's a little. I'm in 5 littles. I'm long 8 littles.
Wait, nanos over there?
I mean, yeah, 5 littles is a lot if you're trading MNQ. Absolutely.
Wait, so then 10 nanos are going to be one
Tinies.
MNQ? So each point's going to be worth 20 cents?
20 cents, yeah. I think the whole thing is going to lean on how much commissions will be. Because it'll be pretty tough if to cover commissions you need to make like 3 points or something like that, you know.
20 cents.
It'd be for like swing trading or something.
Like a 30-point stop would be $60.
10-cent ticks for the nano?
10 cents per tick.
Can't wait till we
Instead
can
of
trade
20 cents,
IOTAs.
why not break it down the same way? Why 10 cents? Should be 20 cents. So then 30 points would be $6. I mean, that's great for small accounts, guys. Like if you're like, this would be a great opportunity to step away from prop accounts and trade, because how many of you guys get emotional? How many of you guys stop following your strategy or whatever you're doing because you're so close to a payout, right? And then you ruin it. Like this is going to remove that. It's going to allow you to focus on process much better. I think that's much better. You know, whatever your situation is, put like $2,000. That $2,000 is going to run you a long time. Why is that not good advice? If you step away from the parameters of props, it'll help you guys do better.
Does your order flow tool tells you to buy or sell now? I mean, I don't really use tools, execution tools. None on here. What am I thinking about? Nothing, nothing. Just reading chat. Yeah, I don't have any order flow execution tools. I just look at it through what I have, like footprint, the DOM and stuff. Then I form my own thoughts. Do I see charts in my dreams? No, I spend so little time on the charts, I don't even remember what happens the day prior, even as I've traded it, honestly. A 69 to 70 was a low volume node, 69 to 70. You talking about ES? Um, I can't say that highs or lows can be classified as nodes. Like, so if you trade down here, right, you're asking if this is a low volume node. This isn't a node
This
right here. This
move
whole thing is a node, but this is not. So edges, they're just tapers.
is good.
They're not nodes. Semantics, but for the sake of your question, and if you're asking if it's good excess, I don't think so. Um, Generally, markets, the profiles won't resolve like this at the lows or the highs. So a new low would be ideal. A new low is likely, but I mean, if the market doesn't care about it, it doesn't care about it. And
Does
Q is like a different picture. This low is fine. And it left the node behind and it built higher and it's going back into the main node, which is not good for shorts. But ES is not doing that. ES is holding this just fine, which is good for shorts. The tape has turned on ES. Yes, they are starting to buy a lot more than they're selling, like crossing the spread. But they need to do it and Q's done and leave this behind and start building above all of this. But still, if your question is, does this low suck? The print is okay. It does taper into a zero, but there's not much excess. So the two are conflicting, divergent, if you will. Annoying.
this is like that other? Also, I want to see if does my stream suck anymore? Are we good? Sorry, I had to reboot
It's okay.
everything. Okay. This happened the other day. I don't remember if it was last Thursday or last Friday, but NQ rolled off of its low and went all the way back to VWAP and then ES just got trapped down there. Like if like exactly like what's happening right now.
So For Keeps wants me to read this. I can tell. He says, let's see if XYE reads out loud. XYZ is the goat. Stowe is the man, and Chris is him. The man to let's see if XYE reads out loud. LOL. Exactly as it sounded. Almost BE to a little micro green day. Congratulations, man. But next time might not happen that way. Best to cut the red while it's manageable because it's easier to make that back in the equity curve. I might open NQ short soon, or I will wait till 8 p.m. and see. Best of luck. I mean, you're still looking for that 7640, so I guess your idea is still in play. Volume footprint is 18 tick Renko or 8 tick. ES is 8 tick Renko. Chris, can you say why you didn't take that wedge to go long? Thanks.
I did take it long. I closed it because I didn't have confidence in it. Because it was OPEC. It's OPEC's tomorrow. I was like, oh, it's gonna be choppy. I don't want to sit in this.
Oh, this is a take. It needs to go up. It already hit the biggest short today. Market makers need to go delta neutral back to ES 7694.
Ooh, that's far.
But it needs to. It's almost guaranteed because it has to happen.
Only a Sith speaks in absolutes. I would hope you all know that by now.
I haven't seen you take a trade, and it sounds like you might be finished for the day. Were you in something earlier today that you're, yeah. I took IB low, short into overnight low. That was like literally the last piece of anything I had for the day. Now that that's covered, there's nothing else. I don't know anything. I don't have anything that I would want to speculate on. No means of access for further lower. I'm not interested in any longs today. I knew that as soon as I woke up and saw the charts. I'm taking no longs.
This is kind of that. This is kind of that short spot that I wanted to see.
How many contracts? 21.
Mia, I start on the 5 minute. That's why I like the 5 minutes so much. Yeah, I think 5 minute, and then obviously like your 1 hour, your 4, your daily. When you get really like advanced, you go to the 45-minute candles. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's a joke.
We got too many bits. We got to clarify.
Yeah, Jacob, I mean, it has very little to do with the fact that I got paid on a trade already, and everything to do with the fact that this environment to me is like it's not good for what I do at all. And it's many things. One thing is the range. The range is pretty muted still, the overall range. And the ATR is super low. So even just that tells me, even if I'm on the right side of a trade, my runway is definitely capped. And not only is it a smaller runway than the other market conditions would give, it's dragging its ass along, which is also bad. So there's so many bad things that, people might ask, well, what about this price or what about this zone? Like it doesn't even matter anymore because whatever the market does today, the decisions it makes, my runway is extremely limited in comparison to other days where even if I'm right, I'm getting paid less. And even if I'm right and I do get paid, it's grueling. So with all those things considered, why would I try to interact with this when I can just interact with other environments? That will come back. And there is an answer to that. It's because I want to make money today. And that's what it blows everybody's accounts. So I'm very hyper aware of those things. So although money can be made today, it won't be easy. It won't be easy money. We should just try to look for the easy money. Yes, nothing's ever easy in this game, but you get the idea. There will be days where when you're right, you will be paid so much more than on days like today. And it would be way less painful. So I took the shorts because the pace was speeding up down here.
Yeah.
Right. Pace was speeding up and they failed and got trapped again up here on ES and Q. And now pace picking up. So I'm like, all right, if they can't get back into the IB range and the pace remains, I'll go with it. And then it was quick and painless, but there was pace. So those things, always be hyper aware. Can you make money every day? Of course you can. But what if you don't?
I guess I'm just a little, I have PTSD from that Friday or whenever that happened. Like, I mean, we just saw ES just zip 50 points out of its overnight low and all of that auction that was down there. And ES cannot move 2 points.
Yeah, it's the worst.
What time is it? 3:15.
Chris, do you mind sharing why you might expect 29 100s? Yeah, let me show you the importance of this zone, cats. So below this 29,000, 360s area, which is the bottom of this multi-week range, we have a zone here. Let me remove VWAP so we can see that better. This next area of support here at 29,060s, I don't know if you can see it, if they're showing my full screen. Can you guys show my full screen? Pretty please.
Pretty please.
They chat, just so you know, they make us say pretty please. It's not even an option. It's in the contract.
Okay, cool. So this 29,000, I would say, 29,000 one flat to like 29,100 is this zone here. If we remove it, you can see that every time we get above this zone, which is pretty much like a bull bear zone, we move into what? The next zone, right? So throughout, since when? Since May, this zone has been a pretty big level of importance. We lose it, we go down, we reclaim it, we go up, right? So there's relationship here against this zone, almost like a big bull bear zone around this whole range. Like if you think about it, it's pretty much exactly that. This is the range, right? Something like this. Then this 29,060, 100 area is like a good bull bear zone between higher and lower. So with us failing this 450, 500 zone, it makes sense that we can go down here to test it, right? And then bounce. Of course, we need to get there to get that. But my idea on looking for that move lower was that, okay, if we are going to break, let me move my box back where it was. If we are going to break this multi-week range and actually see follow through lower, then we should make it down to this 29,060. If not, we're just going to be pulling in a fell breakdown, which it looks like a fell breakdown. We do have an R-side divergence here on the hourly against this new low that we put in. So if this becomes a fell breakdown, right, you have your low, lower high, second lower low, and then it reclaims the prior day low 360 spot, then we can shoot back up. If not, this can continue to build down here. And then we do hit that 29,000 area, 060, right? Like it's a 100-point range to me. Hopefully that makes sense, Kat. Thanks, guys, for expanding that. Yes, it's just can't. No love for it. Cyclicals are super weak. Financials finally breaking down. RTY weak. I mean, these weekly charts on cyclicals don't look that good. We could be topping out here.
Louisiana, I'm just measuring pace. It could be as simple as just the eye test, but the ATR quantifies it for me. It gives me an actual number, right? The tape, it moves. It's like eye test. If it's moving really slow, then it's slow. But you can see it just, I don't want to say vibes, but it's vibes too. You can just look at the chart and look at how price is moving, and you can already see like this is slow. You know what you like, and you know what you don't. The thing is, most traders, they have a problem accepting that the market is not doing things that are good for them, the things that they like, and they still try to trade it anyway, and they get the results that they do, and then become a statistic. Please don't ignore my question. I need to know. What is your question? What volume indicator am I using? This is not volume. This is called the tape reader. It's free from OFL, orderflowlabs.com. That was funny.
That's funny.
Please, I need to know.
Please.
Yeah, 1 minute. ATR is 1 minute, 10 bar. Look back. It's just like a temperature check.
Yep. I got nothing. This 290 is the monthly -1. If it's gonna do that, it's not like we didn't try to. It's not like we didn't try to push out of ES again and didn't get anywhere. At 65, dude, it's gone.
Oh, I didn't save it.
Maybe they'll make a run for it now.
We go to your level? Oh no.
66. Yeah. I think if NQ pulls back to where we bid out of there at 255, that would take ES down and run this pretty crappy low that it's putting in. But I don't know. I think it's just stuck here. It's like that Friday. That's why I don't want to short NQ. And I can't trade ES because it is refusing to move.
It's like, no, I'm good here. You want to just like sit over here? Nope.
What EMAs do I have for the cloud? It is 20 and the 50 EMA. Oh, God damn, that's what happened.
God damn.
I'm messing around with this indicator that's ATM as well. And I'm like, why isn't my orders going through? So then I select the right account and I have like 48 orders on the SIM account.
Oh, I got to pull that up too.
I'm just testing out this indicator at this pointer, I guess.
Is that you? I think your dude sent that to me too. I got to put that on.
It's different, but
Okay.
Similar. It's an ATM. Yeah. His is a way, it has a lot going on.
Is that the dude we met in Miami?
No, Spencer, no.
Oh, it's Spencer. Okay, that was it. I was like, how is this?
Wow, uppies.
Yeah, the Spidey sense is tingling there on NQ. Roll this thing back up to FIWA point of control-ish area. Back to the open. Nothing ever happened.
Leave that low on ES just the way it is.
I think we're going to close right here on ES. If this is
within 4 ticks of current price.
If this is Vietnam for me from last Friday, that's exactly what's going to happen. All right, so I don't just call trades. What I do is call 2 markets worth of movement at the same time and how they will react to each other.
Amazing.
To the tick.
But you do that using charts?
In exactly 15 minutes and 45 seconds, the point of control will shift down to 76, 73, 75. I'm just kidding, chat, by the way.
Still, you ain't telling me nothing. You use charts.
We could have we could have got out of here, but somebody said that we had to go to 76.94. So now the white van was like, well,
You know
cancel
what?
that.
You know what? Now that I think about it, he's right.
They're like, damn it, he knew.
It's the
They knew
they are
the
morally
game of blood. Fuck!
they are now morally obligated to deliver that price. This goes beyond the markets. This is a moral obligation.
Can I? What the hell?
What the
We
hell?
do have like our chat is for sure the best traders in all the chats. Like they are so precise.
Oh, I didn't save.
I think you summoned the market callers because I really don't
precision
get
traders?
that many. I didn't look at chat a lot this morning because I was really trying to pay attention. I was buying the hell out of where was it?
Sasha trades.
like
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Well, if it
3:30.
makes you feel any better, when I say shit like that, when I go on these rants,
Or
like quite literally, it's me, like mentally, I'm talking to my younger self, newer in trading. And that's
Yeah,
why I get all like
same.
worked up. I'm like, you should have fucking known. You should know this. You should. And yeah, I feel like I'm talking to like the younger trading me. So it's never personal. But if the shoe fits, you can wear it.
I got really personal on the on the Vibe Check show this week, and I went down a pretty big rant thing. And the way I explained it is I was like, and also, by the way, these are all things that I did and I wish someone would have yelled in my face about. So
Yeah, that's literally what it is. It's stuff I wish someone had told me. Stuff I wish I had somebody to tell me.
yeah,
And then I get all like ranty and shit. Yeah.
it's dad mode. Nothing you can do about it.
What can you do? How was it though? You guys were doing volunteers and stuff, calling people onto the stage like it's a magic show.
Yeah, that was cool. That was
Was it
cool.
good?
Yeah, it was good. We got some volunteers.
Wow. Like people
Yeah.
were like, "Yeah, I'm down."
Yeah, I was impressed.
That's cool.
They came on and they were like, yeah, because we got all those. I always get those questions like, how do I fix this? How do I fix this?
Mm.
And I don't think that I can't give anybody my process. I don't think you can absorb someone else's process entirely. So we just did kind of like a brainstorming session to see what we could come up with.
Did I not call that ES 6670 will be hit because of its big volume? I don't know, but if you did, congrats. But aren't you the one that said we have to trade the 90 something too? Like you might be the GOAT. So you called 6670. Amazing. Very sensational call, by the way. And you're calling for the 96 next? Amazing.
There is literally a force field at 76. 76 literally has a force field on it. No other way to put this.
But what have you made me try for 45 minutes after you kicked on my literacy? Or really, am I dyslexia? Still crying, LOL. No, I'm just kidding, man. Well, I mean, if English ain't your first language, it is what it is. What can you do? Don't try to fix your, typing for me. Who cares what I think? I don't think it's dyslexia also. That's a little extreme. But yes, for keeps. I mean, I understand what you're saying. It's really all that matters.
Oh, Stellar Ninja, thank you for asking. We still caught nothing. So
How old am I? Take a guess. Take a guess.
I'm 31, if anybody was wondering. What if I can get my ID
Metabolic
changed?
age. So I won't tell you how old I am, but I'll tell you metabolic age.
Do you think if I cruise down to the DMV with the scale, they'll adjust my birth date?
See? You're like showing them the phone. See? Look. 38. Damn. 28. 24 and 78. You are like right on the edge. Right on the edge. I won't tell you which one. You're right on the edge.
Sorry. Made myself laugh with that one. That was good. Rich Pocket, be careful with that casual racism. Rich Pocket just says it's because you guys all look the same and you all look younger than you actually are.
I think it's only racist, like if it's really offensive, like come on, of course we do. You know what I mean?
Complimentary. Complimentary gets a
Look,
pass.
there's
I
a
see.
difference. If I don't come back on the stream, you guys know why. There's a difference between like data and actually being like full-blown racist, right? If you're saying,
Canceled.
look, a bunch of the Asians look the same and you all age a certain way, look, the data does show that. You're just simply following the data. You know what I mean? Like in my area, dude, you wouldn't believe what I'm saying about Asians while I'm driving. It's a nightmare. And it's like the older ones, like our parents' generation. Dude, it's insane. It's actually
Oh, that
insane.
reminds me. Big series tonight, homie. I'll be watching and rooting against your panda. Yeah, Pirates
Tonight.
Dodgers tonight. Yep.
Steelers, or is it Pittsburgh? No, that's football. Pirates. Pirates and Dodgers?
Yeah, we're in LA tonight.
Pandas, they're just sitting passively on the offer at $7. They can kiss my ass. Stays are done. I need 6. Are we going downsies now? Do you think ES will keep that low still?
I mean, it's so bad. I don't know why
It would be
they
the
fix
most
it now.
painful thing they can do.
Yeah, I mean, why bother changing it?
I do have an insider tip. The markets are morally obligated to trade ES 76. What is it? 76.96, was it?
I think it was 94, but even then, like.
Yeah, but it's a moral obligation. Can't not do it.
Come on. Take it out. Just please.
Oh, we've gone to that stage. Negotiating with the market stage.
I'm not even in it. I need it for the tism relief at this point.
Somewhere between, let's see, late 30s. Damn. Oh, jeez. Guys, I'm 35.
Does that hurt your feelings? Because something,
Well, I'm not
eventually you'll
35
get to
yet.
an age when that becomes a compliment. So
I'm 35 in 1 month, September 21st. I will be 35. So, Josh, you had it. Kind of.
September. What sign does that put you at? Are you
Virgo.
good? Virgo.
Virgo.
Okay.
Is that not a big star guy?
Is that a peaceful sign? You got?
I don't know.
Are there any astrology dorks in the chat that can help me out with this?
Not a big moon cycles trader guy.
Chris, how about you? What sign are you?
Astronomy sign?
Yeah.
Capricorn?
Okay, that sounds fun.
I hope so. I need more fun than my past.
Okay, for keeps, why'd you have to say the last part? You didn't have to do all that. This guy says, I am the one. I am him, the GOAT. If the market doesn't go up, it'll go down. But up again at some point, and it always goes right. XYZ's old as fuck. Why'd you guys say the last part?
Rude.
Downhill from there. Yeah. That's why I keep saying my time is coming. Like, I could feel it. Time's coming. Strap in for a 2-year bear market?
Whoa.
Gotta get long. Anyone? I haven't seen anyone on Twitter call for bear markets. Is it not cool anymore?
Come on.
What did you want, Sto? You want
anything? I would take anything at this
You
moment.
wanted a low on ES.
I mean, NQ has pumped high enough that if it drops even a modest amount, we could take out the ES low.
Inside or outside IB? That's all they're figuring out right now. Like, maybe. And ES is like, come on, please.
They're going to get it. They're going to get it. They're going to get it.
Nice little TISM scratch.
They got it. They got a tick down there. Ah, that was nice.
Wait, no, is it even a new low?
Mm-hmm.
But there's still no like excess, really.
No, they traded 68.75.
Honestly, this is as good as it
ES is
gets.
moving this slow, one tick is excess.
Yeah, this is as good as it gets. Best I can do. Best I can do. One tick. Best I can do. Don't ask again.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
What's that interview with that football coach? I forget his name, but he's like, I won't do it. I won't do it. So quit asking. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Chad, as a college football coach.
I
So
do not.
quit asking.
Nick Saban. Is that it?
Ah, yes. Yes. So that is an all-time quote. All right, well, now that ES has done the thing, NQ's gonna go up
Yep.
to what? The open,
Yep.
and we're gonna get the that prodigal level
No.
of 94s.
Nope. Nope.
No?
ES is staying here, dude.
It's
I'm serious.
You think you know more than the guy in the chat? You really think so? You think you're not that guy, pal?
You're not that guy, buddy.
You're not that guy, pal.
4, 4, 6, 8.
I'm not going to, so quit asking.
Yeah, yeah. So quit asking. I am like entertained by the silliest things, like that soundbite.
This is gnarly if they're really going to do it.
The bounce. Fell breakdown. We broke down after that morning chop.
Look at ES. Look at it miserably sitting there still.
I know NQ is just clean like leg, by the way.
Yeah.
Really clean leg.
Yeah.
Amazing. And ES is just wallowing in self-pity down there. I think I know what the problem is though, because we had two
Incredible.
like really expert calls. One guy saying 76.40, right? But the other guy is like, no, 76.94. So ES is like, which one's like the two buttons meme?
That's
Where the
true.
guy doesn't
That's
know which
true.
button to press. There you have it, chat. Only one expert call at a time, please.
This is exactly how I felt last Friday, watching this weird thing happen. NQ just slowly grinding up 10 points at a time. ES sitting. At a volume node, it made it the lows for some weird reason. Wow. All right. I might be a gamma boy now.
Big gamma guy, huh?
Huge. $77 cars up on the snow. Fair enough, Freak Jeff. I assume there was something weird down here. It's like 22 points off, right? At the moment.
Ooh, Stowe.
Yeah.
They're leaving. They're packing their bags.
Who? ES?
Yeah, of course. Heard what you said. Like, you know what?
You call me, we get over
I'm
76.
packing my bags and I'm leaving.
What a bounce in NQ. It's bouncing.
Yep. I even see that triangle you probably drew down there, Chris.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, well, it's just one trade out of,
How many? Gazillion?
I don't know. I mean, I take 2 to 3 a day. That's 15 a week, 60, 700 trades a year. One is not going to change anything.
Grits, I use 3,000 for ES and 500 for NQ.
Anthony, strictly secret. I appreciate that. I very much do.
XY.
Hmm.
Bags unpacked, by the way.
Oh shit! I looked over and all the luggage is open and the clothes are everywhere on the floor. What happened?
Yeah, flight canceled. It's a bummer.
Why are all the clothes on the floor? The shampoo bottle exploded.
Look at this nightmare. Book 1,000 lots every tick on the way up.
Well, well. You never tell with NQ.
Yeah, I know you have for keeps. So we were making 15 trades in 20 minutes.
I don't River Rock. I don't have an ES high time frame chart here. Sorry.
Candle nerd, isn't this weird? It's cool, right?
Right off the 50 EMA on the QQQ. Oh, and gap low. Wow, how did I miss? Oh, we didn't quite get there. Okay, that's why. The Q's almost tested the gap low from August 4th.
Like such a clean leg up on NQ. Very nice. Although it was, even though it was extremely small ATR, at least it holds.
Yeah, it is going up 8 points at a time or whatever that
Yeah.
ATR is.
Well, it goes up 8, retraces about 6 of that. Goes up another 8, retraces about 6 of that. I can't help but laugh when I look at ES now. He's like, you okay there, buddy?
Disgusting.
Pathetic.
You sicken me.
Pathetic. Anyways, chat, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah. It's been fun. Well, has it? Has it?
I mean, chat entertained me
That's true.
for very, very different reasons, but it was entertaining.
No, you guys should say that, Grits. You guys tell us.
Into why ISD clean.
No, he's just asking why is this a clean leg? I assume I don't want to speak for you just see these, so you can count it from here, I guess, if you want to count the low, but I would say it started to really clean up like right here. It's
When it
just
broke the
like
range.
yeah. Broke the range, made a higher high, pulled back, retested previous resistance, went up another leg to previous resistance, pulled back, kept going,
The
pulled back.
pullbacks are pretty
kept
shallow
going,
too. Like
pulled
they
back.
don't really go deep into that last little micro range.
Yeah.
They just hold it at the
Ooh, new low.
edge. Whoa, pack the bags. Pack the bags.
Pack the bags down.
Ooh, wee. There you go.
What?
Look,
Oh,
it's
nothing,
moving.
huh?
I thought I heard you scream my name.
No.
Hey, Dad.
You want to say hi to XY? XY hasn't seen you in a dog's
Hey, Willow.
age. Hold on, I'll bring him up.
Hey, Willow.
There he is. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi. You want to take over for Dad? Do you want to take over for Dad?
Absolutely not.
I think you'll do better than he is doing, though.
I don't even know how to do one trade thing.
Well, that's the secret. None of us do.
I'm a wimp. Dad, can we go to the pool later?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a clip for sure.
I'll see you in a bit.
That is definitely Stowe's kid.
Bye.
Through and through, man. Oh, I should have asked her about fishing. Yeah, next time.
Yeah, you should have. You missed a big opportunity there to ask
Next
about
time. Next
fishing.
time. We'll save it for next
All
stream.
right. Oh man, 7%. Not really. No. Brutal. Somebody said they didn't have fun. 7%. It's a good win rate though. I'll take 93% win rate on fun.
Where are you seeing this? What is this?
It's a poll. Have you been watching the polls in the chat?
There's one where it's how often do you watch?
Do you guys have fun with these guys or what? This is the newest one.
Where's that at?
It's all the way at the bottom.
I'm at the bottom. It says stay tuned for Develop Your Edge.
I must have the good chat.
Oh, if I switch it to live chat, it's there.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, okay, okay. Did you have fun with these guys or what? Good prompt. Great. NT Live is so funny. I'm gonna vote yes. Where are the results?
All right. Let's see if we're going to get out of this thing before the end of the day. Okay. ES, no. ES needs above 88. So that thing is having a sad, sad time. NQ got out though. Okay. At this point, I'm trying to figure out my trade for tomorrow. I think I do that the majority of the end of days is like, okay, I want to pay attention to what this is up to, how it closes, where it closes, and I end up either using
666 ES.
Oh, we
Not
got close.
Do you think the market callers will come back to the chat
I hope so.
when they've been wrong?
Where else would they be? I mean, I miss a call. Try again tomorrow, baby. Anthony neglected his girlfriend for you guys. That's how much I love you. Can I tell you? Not the best.
Bottom
Not the
right.
best. Not the best move.
You know, grits and ham. I can't say that's a bad idea.
Actually, Anthony, you made the right call. There's millions of fine looking women in this world, but not all of them bring you lasagna to work. You know what I mean?
F&A, Cotton, F&A.
Yeah, grits and ham, I can tell. You're gonna be so rich. I can tell already. You're gonna be a wealthy man.
Grits and ham. The first thing you should do with your money is buy yourself one of those scales that tells you that you're 10 years younger than you actually are. Because I have to say, I feel great today.
All you needed was for someone to tell you, right?
Attention,
Not even
traders.
someone.
It's algo time.
Something. All you needed was that extra little bit.
No, yeah. I didn't need to hear from a person at all. I just needed to see a number on an app on my phone and be like, hey, man, you're doing okay. String bean, I am high on life, and Coke Zero. I'm out of Dr. Pepper Zero. Somebody.
Wait, I thought you
must
do
have bought through the
diet
whole-
sodas, not the
Yeah.
zeros.
No, I'm on zeros now.
Yes, he's superior. Very much
Yeah,
superior.
it's superior. I'm ready to admit. I'm ready to fully admit.
See ya, Billy. Thanks for hanging.
Yeah, wait. Don't go anywhere. Number one, you guys should keep hanging. The stream does not end. Sarah's going to be here in just a few minutes. Hey, there's Elaine. What's up? Yeah, you guys should stay. And listen to Sarah. That's exactly
only
what me and
Billy
Willow
gets
are
to
going to
go.
do.
Everybody else should stay. Yeah, she's in the chat. Everybody say hi.
Hey, hey.
Everybody say hey, hey, hey. Exactly that.
Hey.
Okay.
There you go. Bring it in.
There it
Good
is.
job,
There
guys.
it
Good
is. There
job.
it
Good
is.
job.
Yes. There it is. It's going to make ES continue to go up.
It's not going anywhere. ES is stuck
You
in
keep
Jim's
saying
basement
that.
right
You'll
now.
be sorry. You'll be sorry when it finally gets the courage to leave you.
What I should have done is taken a home equity line of credit out at some point this afternoon and sold the smallest iron condor of all time.
Well, I mean,
And
you've got
made
Grits and Ham.
5%.
He's positioned for the next 5 years. It actually might be generational. The longs that he's got. He's going to pass them down to his kids. Because this is the time. This is the time. Stowe, did you miss that 2-point rally?
I mean, you could sweat every tick.
Was there
ES is
news?
trading like a bond right now.
Seriously, it's literally trading like bonds. And the book's not even thick. Just no one wants to do anything.
Yep. Well, now it's not.
They're
was.
like, no, it's like everyone that's trading these levels, they're all market makers.
Yeah.
They're
just
all
done.
just market making. Then
XY, did you see that guy? I don't know how early you were streaming today. Did you see the bracket? Did you see the algo hug on the NQ Dom today? He was back for the first time. I think
how
all summer.
early I was streaming today. Stowe, we're on the same stream. I didn't stream earlier today.
No, I know that, but I wondered if you traded earlier in the day.
Oh, like if no, I didn't
Yeah.
see any. I literally woke up, sent the gif of that guy saying WTF, and that
yeah, fair
closed it all up. No, thank you. 12 people voted no. That's hurtful.
Yeah, this is the cool. All right, the new poll is: do you know how to trade a broadening formation? I would say that a broadening formation is possibly the most Achilles heel thing of all time for me, and that's something that Sarah talks about a ton and has great strategies for. When a range is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, it's a nightmare for me, and I'm sure a lot of people. So stay tuned. Make sure to hang with her and Jim. Give them the same love that you gave. Well, not the same love you gave XY, because you guys are mean to him all the time, but give them the same love that you gave me for my Develop Your Edge.
Yeah, I can do that. Let me do it now.
There's 66. Okay. That also helps scratch the itch that we got to that. That makes me happy.
I mean, you still might be right, Stowe, that we will close in that range.
Yeah, we're going to close at 72 or whatever. Yeah. I don't make the rules. I don't know why this thing's so dumb.
You telling me you can't call a market? Everybody else can.
I mean, I called it 45
Turns
minutes
out
ago.
no one's right. None of the market callers were right.
Guys,
How
I
can
was
this
testing
be?
an indicator. I don't trade like this.
Oh, baby. Look at that.
I don't think I'd be allowed on the stream if I traded like this.
Chris, you didn't give the disclaimer that what Chris actually does is he takes all those trades, and then if they work, those were definitely on his cash account. But if they don't, he's always just
What is
testing an
everyone talking
indicator.
about? Is Chris
Every
Chris has been
time.
taking trades?
No, he's working on that execution indicator.
I was market in like
Oh.
100 contracts just to test it out.
He seems like he's tilting a bit.
Do you
He wasn't trading.
do you always make sure that you're logged out of your brokerage first? Because I imagine that's a mistake that I have made.
Yeah.
Jeff, I feel you on that, man. Same thing happens to me.
Well, the
Literally
good
the
thing on
same
this
thing.
indicator, you have to select the account and it has it shown here. So you know what you're trading.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's a sim account.
I got into a tricky spot for a couple years because my brokerage account I actually named Sim, so it was a really confusing time.
Brother.
It's been a long afternoon. That was the end of the joke barrel. I got my pun enjoyers are in there. They liked it.
Dude, that is my favorite soundbite right now. And it's not even close. I love it.
Dude, this close is terrible. Very, very, very gross. Austin liked it. Did you hear him chuckling?
Yes.
Yes.
You guys,
What's up, Jim?
if you were on Amazon, you'd have a nice rating, a 90. A 9
That's
out
not
of
bad.
10.
It's not
10 out
bad.
of 10. Yeah. But when you're reviewing something on Amazon, you always look for that guy who gave it 0 stars, see why.
Yeah.
So we got to learn next. Why? Oh man. Awesome. You guys both flat right now?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Good Lord.
There we go. I'm going to see 2 out of 3 you tomorrow, correct?
Yep. Should be all three.
Yes. DEI
Oh, that's right, all three
Friday.
days.
Come
That's
on.
right. That's right. Chris and XY, and then you're going to be joined by Stowe and Lumi.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
all
do a
three of
shot.
us will be back tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh,
So I'm not
yes,
saying
who
have a
knows?
nice weekend right now. I'll say it later. But if
Yeah.
I forget to say it tomorrow, have a nice weekend anyway. We have who's
You'll
this guy?
remember.
Look at that little pup on the screen. Is that a stuffed animal or is it a real dog?
Is Chris got his dog up there? Nice.
The real dog.
Little doggy.
It's
What
a
a
real
beauty.
stuffed animal.
Nice. Very, very nice. Well, tomorrow's Capital Preservation Friday as usual. We're going to have Pax with us. We'll have Shai and Blake Morrow kicking it off with me, and it's going to be a great day. Looking forward to seeing you guys too.
Oh yeah. Friday. Friday,
DEI,
middle of
Chris.
summer.
DEI.
DEI Fridays.
What do you call it? We'll see where we close here. We're going to pivot pretty quickly because we have a very exciting
knows.
next segment, everybody. Nobody leave their seat. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Wrong, Stowe.
It was.
You're just like everybody else in chat. You don't know where to
Yeah,
go.
guys, stay
Man,
tuned
Dan
for
Ruse
Sarah's
was so good this
Sarah's
morning. He
video.
almost nailed this close.
He definitely had that 215.
There we go. That is it. We are in the bank. I appreciate you guys being here for Trade the Close and doing a great job for NinjaTrader Live. Let's give these guys a round of applause, please, for a job well done as usual. Very, very awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys. I'll see all three of you tomorrow. So we're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow. We got a lot of work to do. We're not done yet. We have another trading day left. It's going to be super awesome, but thank you for today. But right now, it is time for a very special episode of Develop Your Edge. Sara Strat, Sniper, how are you?
Hey, Jim, I'm good. How are you?
You know, I was super, super close to wearing my red NinjaTrader quarter zip, and I should have done it. I didn't know you were doing it. Looks awesome.
We would have been twinsies.
Yeah, but I feel like I would have got someone would have poked some fun at me. There's too much stuff going around these days. I got to be careful what I say and what I wear.
Well, I was told by Shab that I looked really good in red, so I took that to heart.
Well, you look really good in everything. And I appreciate you being here with us on Develop Your Edge. We're really excited about learning all about the strat. And, you know, it's funny because I was doing a little bit, I went back and I was reading your stuff again just to kind of make sure I was up on it. And, you know, you credit Rob Smith for the strat, right? For developing it or recognizing it.
Oh, yeah. Rob was very religious, and he will tell you that this came straight from God on Christmas Eve, and that it is a universal truth. And it really is, like, when we get to talking about it, it is completely objective, and it just makes sense because there's only 3 ways a candle can move, and we use that and capitalize on it. So yeah, like, this is all from Rob, and his goal in life was to teach as many people as possible so that, you know, when he passed on, you know, sooner than we thought, but that when he passed on, that he would have kind of like an army of straters that could keep teaching it, you know, after he was gone. And so we loved him. He was a great mentor, great friend, and we do the best we can to carry on, you know, his gift to the trading community. So yeah, public speaking, not my thing. I don't like it. But once I start talking about the charts, it's like I calm down. I get very comfortable. Like right now, I can tell I'm nervous because I'm just talking and I'm not looking at charts. But I'm gonna have to get over that. So I'm doing my best to carry on Rob's wishes. So here we are.
You're doing great. This is going to be excellent. You're among friends. We got a lot of folks here with us. And you are going to do a lot of the heavy lifting though, in talking about the strat. I'm gonna kind of moderate the questions and answers. We'll take them as we go, everybody. So as you have questions, feel free to put them into the chat. I'll grab them, and my guess is I kind of know the layout of the presentation here. So if something's coming up, a question you just ask, I might keep it in my back pocket because most likely Sarah's going to answer it. But in the meantime, put them in there. I'll accumulate them, and then we'll get to them as we can. And that's it. That's where we're at. So we're going to start talking about the strat. And I like the fact that it's Japanese candle based. I learned everything from Dan Graham's 20 years ago about everything that I know anyway, which isn't that much, but about candles. So I love reading about it, and we're going to check it out because there's three basic truths, right?
Yep. Oh, Jim, I love when people can talk to me in strat, and Farm is one of those people. He's really good at it too. He studied it. And I don't come from the strat. Like I came from technical analysis, like normal technical analysis. Then I found the strat, which I felt was the answer for me. And then when ICT came out, you know, I love learning. I love learning about the markets and price actions, and I know everybody was doing it, talking about it. I was like, well, it's not going to hurt if I learn about it. So I did learn about it, and I watched all 40 of the ICT mentorship videos. And what he teaches is what we do. It's just a lot more words and a lot more little intricacies that like really just kind of cause confusion. So I feel like the strat, it's the same kind of concepts, and we'll talk about it, especially broadening formations, because if you are an ICT trader or learned ICT, he refers to that as like a sweep of liquidity. Well, that is the bottom of our broadening formation or the top of it. So still, it's the same method, but different wordage, different verbiage, different, it's just a different language. And it's just a little simpler. And like, we love a clean slate. We love a kid. We love an adolescent. Like, we like to teach people, they just get it. If you just start with the strat, it's much easier because you don't have to unlearn all the other stuff, like moving averages, like, RSI. Like, we use no indicators. It is strictly price action. It is strictly objective, and it is not wrong. And I'll get into that, but that's kind of like what I want to talk about and how I want to like phrase this. And I don't have like a very good outline or anything. I tend to do better at these things when I just like wing it and talk about it. I do have to cover kind of the 3 universal truths.
Yeah.
Because if you don't understand those, then the broadening formation might not make as much sense. And try to hold your questions if you can, because like Jim said, I probably will answer them as we go. But all right, we'll just start.
Yeah, but put them into the chat so I can keep a running tab on them, so it'll make it easier for us at the end. It's tough for me at my age with my eyes and my fingers to kind of stroll all over the place. So feel free to put them in as we go, guys.
All right. So the strat has 3 universal truths. And the first universal truth is what we call the scenarios, which means there are only 3 candle types. And there's only 3 candle types, but there's actually 4 kinds. And I'll explain what I mean here in a second. So the first candle type is an inside bar, which we refer to as a 1. It's just for quick talking, and we can, relate information very quickly without having to say inside bar. We can just say 1, and people know exactly what we mean. A 1 is an inside bar, and an inside bar has a lower high and a higher low to the previous bar. The whole candle fits inside the previous candle's high and low. Right? Kind of makes sense. It's like it's inside of the previous candle's range. So that is what we call a scenario 1.
So, hey, Sarah, sorry again. I know I'm interrupting you already. Let's go back to that inside bar, because I've heard people characterize it as the body only, not the wicks, and then other people categorize it as the wicks are included. How do you view that?
We use it as the whole candle. So wicks included, high and low. And the reason being is because that is where stops are placed. So now I don't want to say too much too soon. So to answer your question, the high and the low.
Got it.
Because on a lower time frame, that would be like a pivot high, most likely. So the whole candle, the high and the low. We're not going to talk about that. I don't want to get too into the weeds. So an inside bar is also referred to as consolidation or an equilibrium, because that's just what it is. Buyers and sellers agree on price. It's not going anywhere. Okay, a scenario 2. Okay, so a scenario 2 is a directional candle, meaning there's 2 directions. There's up and there's down. Okay, not including inside. Inside is not directional. It's just inside. So there's 2 up and 2 down. A 2 up candle is simply put as the current candle takes out the upside of the previous candle. So this is considered a 2 up. And then what do you call it? Like the makings of it, it's a higher high and a higher low to the previous candle, but took out the previous candle's high. So that's a 2 up. So that's the second kind of candle.
And Sarah, we don't know if it's a 2 up until the candle completes, correct?
Well, once it's a 2 up, so
okay. I'm
so,
sorry. It could turn into a 3. Okay, never mind. Keep going.
Yeah, hold on. So
he told us not to ask questions ahead of time. I'm violating the rule. It's not even a question from the.
It's okay. I mean, you're thinking in the right way, so I love it. But just hang on.
All right.
I love it though. Okay, so we talked about 2 of the candles. But the second kind of 2 is a 2 down. So this current candle breaks the downside of the previous candle. So that is a 2 down. Okay. And then the third candle. Okay, here you go, Jim. So this candle here. So 2s are not classified by their color. So a lot of people will see this red candle here as being a 2 down because it's red, but it's not down. It's still up. It's still a 2 up. It's just conflicted. This is what we call a conflicted or failed 2 up, because it did break the upside of the previous candle, but it could not stay above it. So therefore it's failing or it's conflicted. And then the most important candle is a 3. Here's a failed 2 down. So it broke the downside of the previous candle, but it's green. So that is failing the downside, which this is going to be important when I talk about the 3 candle. So with 2s, like such as a failed 2 up, like this one, it's signaling a reversal. So it's signaling that it tried to break out and it failed. And then, so we look for reversals, but we have to know that there are only 3 candle types. So hold on. Actually, that might not be a great slide to show you right now. Hold on. Outside bar. This is the best one. So an outside bar is, a lot of books call them engulfing candles, where the previous candle's high takes out, or the current candle's high takes out the previous candle's high, and the current candle's low takes out the previous candle's low. So this is considered an engulfing candle in regular TA. But what you don't often know is that a 3 is a broadening formation on a lower time frame. So if this were a weekly chart, and I went down to like the day or the 4 hour, you would see a broadening formation. So that's a little fun fact for broadening formations, which is gonna kind of come into play here in a little bit. Here you go. That's what I just said. A broadening formation is, or a 3 broadening formation is a lower, golly, I'm tripping over my words. Slow down. I feel like I have so much information to give in like not enough time. So I'm doing my best.
Take your time. We could go as long as you need. We're in good shape.
Okay. So let me slow down. So an outside bar, or what we call a 3, is a broadening formation on a lower time frame. I don't know if I want to get into showing you compound. Well, yeah, I do. But I want to teach it in my own way. Hold on. Okay, so let me show you the strat cheat sheet real quick. Because there is only 3 candle types. So there's an inside, which is a 1. There's an outside, which is an engulfing. And then there's 2s, 2 ups and 2 downs. Because there's only 3 possible candle types, we don't care if they're called a shooting star, a hanging man, a dragonfly, a long-legged stripper. Like we don't care. But there's a finite amount that, price can reverse or continue. And so we use this information to trade reversals, to get in, to time entries, basically. So you've got 3 main types of reversals. You have an inside bar reversal, which is just simply an inside bar break which most people know what that is. So that's pretty simple, right? Inside bar. So the entry would be on a long would be above. Oh, I guess you can't see my mouse, can you?
No, we can't see it, but we can see. Oop, there you go.
Well, I'm on this top left image. So you see this yellow candle? I just realized you couldn't see my mouse, which is a bummer for me because my mouse is like my hands.
Right. We see three right now. We see three different basically patterns. We got the 2D 1 2U. We got the 2U 1 2D, and now we got a few more.
Okay. So inside bar reversals. So this would be inside and up. So entry above the wick of the yellow candle. I'm trying to hone in on this since I don't have a mouse that's visible. So that's entry right above there, target the top of that red candle. So that's a reversal type, is an inside bar reversal. Then we have 2-2 reversals, which would be, so this candle, this yellow one right in the middle of the screen, that is a 2 down. And then the reversal would be a 2 up. So changing direction. So the first 2 was going down and then it changed the direction to a 2 up. So the downside failed and then the upside won out there. So 2-2 reversals. And then you have outside bars, which are 1 bar reversals. Now, the thing about open candles. So on this image, the last candle in all of these sequence would be an open candle. And the previous 2 are the closed candles. And the reason I say that is because a one candle can become a 2 if it's open. So like, let's say you have a candle, doesn't matter what time frame it is. And then let's say it opens inside the previous candle, which most candles do open as an inside candle unless there's a gap. But a 1 will eventually always become a 2. It could be 1 1 1 1 and then a 2. So you could have a bunch of inside bars. We could talk about Bitcoin weekly, how that's why it just exploded because of the double inside week. But anyway, a candle will typically start as a 1, but as long as it's open, it can change. So a 1 can become a 2. So this would be a 2 up. And then if that starts to fail and come back in and turn red, a 2 can become a 3. And that is really important for us to know about. That's how we knew to short this week. And I'm going to show you examples of how and why, but because of broadening formations, we know to expect them. And if you talk about the market as, oh, it's such a jerk, it always like hunts my stops, or I get stop hunted. And that is looking at price action kind of from a point of weakness, whereas we need to come from it from a point of power and understand that is what happens. You need to expect that to happen. And what I say, expect that to happen, expect lows to get taken out. That's where everybody knows your stops are. The price action knows, we know, the market makers, that's where people are taught to put stops. Like on this chart right here, people have stops there and there. They just do. So when you're looking to get in, and this is where we're going to start to talk about broadening formations, you want those stops to get taken out, and then you want to get in long. I want to pull something up real fast.
Yeah, I mean, that totally makes sense because people put stops at these levels because they convince themselves, well, if we break this level, it's going to keep going in the opposite direction against me, and I just want to, I want to get stopped out. And that collective thinking creates that, that big volume of stops right there. And sure enough, those things, go.
Because people are trained to be bulls in an uptrend, and then they get stopped out at the bottom because that's where the bottom's supposed to be. So I want to show you guys, if you aren't following my partner, Alex, you guys need to. He posts amazing content all the time. We work together every day. But he has this image up here at the top of his screen. They buy, they sell, we buy down here at the bottom, right? So we are the stop hunters. And that is a good thing because we know, and I'm going to show you on gold. We've been talking about gold for weeks, but there was a beautiful example today of a broadening formation, which I want to talk about. And let's kind of talk about, okay, so we've talked about the 3 candle types. There's inside bars, outside bars, 2 ups and 2 downs. Is everybody clear on that?
I think so. I think we're good.
Okay, it's very simple. People love to overcomplicate it, and then I love to dumb it back down and say a kindergartner can identify this. And so I'm not trying to be an ass. I'm not trying to be a jerk when I say things like that, but you need to be able to look at a naked chart and identify what a candle is. So this candle here would be a 3 because it took out the upside and the downside of the previous candle. This is a 1. This is a 2 up. This is a 2 up. This is a conflicted 2 up because it's red. So go through naked charts. I discourage people from using indicators because indicators can be wrong. People can program them wrong. They can mislead you. You should be able to identify 4 different candle types. If you can call out what a hanging man, what a blah, 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 you can figure out what 4 candle types are.
Yeah.
So
then the trick about it too is you're only breaking one high or one low. You're not breaking 2, you're just breaking 1. And once you get your head around that, then it starts to make sense.
yeah. Okay, what is a broadening formation? Hold on. I hate this website that Alex makes me use. It's Figma. It's awful. So bear with me.
It looks like a market profile chart.
I hate it. I hate it so much. Is this even the broadening format? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm telling you, I absolutely hate this website. It's not user friendly. And I'm a very tech targeted person. I need user friendly things. So we touched on outside bars being lower time frame broadening formation. So we're going to talk about it. What is a broadening formation? There is 2 characteristics of a broadening formation. It has higher highs and lower lows. Pretty simple. It looks like the Pac-Man mouth, like rum, 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 rum. You know, think of it as like a mouth. So it's got to have higher highs and lower lows. Easy. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
And Sarah, if you could make that a little wider, there you go.
Thank you. Okay, here is a drawing I drew. I don't even know when, a long time ago. But it's showing kind of what happens. So if we look, golly, if we look at this as an original high and an original low, you'll see we come back up, make a new high. So once the thing you have to understand is anytime you make a new high, you're at potential short-term exhaustion, which means if the trend is going to reverse, if people are going to take profit at the highs, it's gonna happen at new highs. People, that's the target, right? You once you make a new high, that's kind of the long target. Once that happens, then you don't know. Then they will reverse back down. There you
go.
They will come and they will make a new low. And then you have to wait for one of those reversals. Like right here was a 2 up. You can't see my mouse. I don't know how to
explain it by the color of the candles. So we have a swing high. We have a swing high. Then we have 3 red candles down, and then the 4th one created a swing low.
Can you see my mouse when I'm on the trading view screen? You can see my crosshair.
Yeah, I can see your mouse. I can see your crosshair. Yeah.
I don't know how to make that. If anybody knows how to make that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to try and get you guys a mouse because
We're gonna get the mouse.
yeah, you
Usually
really
you try
need
to get rid of the mice, but we're trying to get one.
yeah, you really need to be able to see what I'm pointing at.
So we see it. We do see a gold chart up there right now.
All right. Well, I will continue because this is pretty. You can see my crosshair on this chart, so that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like we were just saying, we want people to get stopped out. So, if you notice what happened 2 months ago, we took out this pivot low right here by making a lower low. Do I just click that kind of, or Anthony, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, one sec, guys.
In-house adjustment.
Yeah.
Heat says you should get a cat and you can catch the mouse. I need a cat for the palmetto bugs.
It says stop sharing and it's all like my screen. I can't. I'm using like 8 windows.
Well, if we did, Sarah, maybe you just spend some time on some actual charts, like some live charts, and just kind of walk us through.
Uh-oh. Yeah, let's go back to Zoom. This, I don't like this.
Believe me, they have me do stuff all the time, and I'm like, I don't like this. I'm too old.
All right. See, guys, I told you I'm tech-tarded. Okay. We're back. I'm just gonna, I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna start here. We're just gonna go back here. So, like I said, so we've been waiting for gold to kind of, you know, get its next leg up. We've been talking about it. And I talked a couple weeks ago how it wasn't going to move till August. And the reason I know that is because we were an inside month in July. So we weren't going anywhere. Now we made a lower low right here. So anybody who had been long since March, if they were using that as their stop, which they likely were, they just got stopped out. So all the long people just got shaken out, if you will. And then one of your reversal types showed up. So we've made a lower low. And then one of your reversal types showed up, which was the inside bar reversal, the inside and up. And if you guys watch the NinjaTrader weekend show, I've been having, this is, so we call this magnitude, which is your entry. And like I showed you on here, right? This is the setup. It's a 2-1-2 reversal. The top left one. So we know what our trigger is and what our target is. So our trigger is the high of the previous month's inside bar. The high, remember, we're using highs and lows. So that becomes our trigger long. And our first magnitude is the candle's high to the left of it. So that's what this gray box is. This gray box is me showing you where the trigger is and where the target is. And I mentioned this target 2 weeks ago. I don't remember when. It's on a NinjaTrader live stream. But anyway, That's the target. And so broadening formations, even though we don't have higher highs and lower lows in this specific image, remember how I told you that threes are broadening formations on a lower time frame? So this is a broadening formation, and we are coming back through the broadening formation. So we're looking to come back up to new all-time highs. Now it's going to take a little time, but we're going to come back up. We're trying to come back up through there. And anybody, this is where I want to show you the hourly chart on gold today, because you just saw how green the month is. So this is, I forgot to mention time frame continuity. How green the month is. So the time frame continuity is having multiple time frames the same color in alignment. So having the month is green. So they're buying this month. The week is green. They're buying this week. The day is green. So we know for a fact that they are buying gold. They're buying it this month. They're buying it this week. Anyone who was trying to short it this morning was wrong. And how do I know that? Well, because they're fighting the big money, right? So if you view your swing low and swing high as a range, you want, like we said, you want to wait till that swing low gets taken out, because we know that's where people's stops are sitting. So people have their stops sitting there because that's what they're taught to do. If the uptrend is going to continue, it should not come back below this low. Well, that's wrong. What we want to see the low get taken out. Like we were already in, but if you're looking to add, well, actually, I took partials here yesterday at my monthly target, 4577.3. And then this happened overnight, but they stopped them out. So just like Alex's image, they sell. So everybody who was long just sold. They just got out of their position because their stop loss was there. Then we buy. Now this is a 60-minute, 2 down, 2 up reversal. With, it might be easier if I just do this.
So Sarah, we're following you pretty good. There you go.
Yeah.
A little further up. There you go.
Sorry, they're talking in my ear. What is this? Oh, cool. Okay, thank you. Okay, so what you see okay, 2 down, hammer, 2 up, reversal. That's exactly what is in this image here. It's a 2 down, 2 up reversal after making lower lows. So stopping them out, stopping the longs out. And then what's your target? Your target is to make a new high, right? Because if that's the range, and you always hear me on Sundays talking about your line in the sand, why that's so important. And I can show you exactly why.
So Sarah, hang on real quick though. I have a question. When we make that new swing low, and then it kind of it goes back into the rectangle. At what point would you either establish a new position or add to an existing position? Would you wait for it to get back into the gray box?
Yeah, well, you have to wait for the reversal. So if you're using the 60-minute for an entry, you have, so this would be an open candle. Let's see if we can replay.
Okay.
All right. So this candle closes as a green 2 down. So that's a failed 2 down, which means they tried to take it down and there was no selling pressure. They bought it back up. So now it's a bit of a hammer candle. If that hammer triggers and starts coming back through the range, we can expect this to become a 3 or an outside bar on a higher time frame, or just back through the range. So we're always we're always we're forcing people out of their positions, and then we're going in the desired direction. So anybody, who had their stop here from Wednesday at 2:00 till Thursday at 7 just got stopped out.
Yeah.
So if they were hoping to continue on the long, they're wrong. They're too late. They're entering too late, and the stop is going to get taken out, and then we look for the long reversal. And the goal is to get back up here and make a new high. So once this candle closes, you get a new candle. As soon as that candle triggers the previous candle's high, that's your long entry. And that's exactly where you want to get in. And you can put your stop down here, which is too big. We tend to tell you to put your stop as soon as the candle triggers the low of the candle that triggers it, because you don't want it to trigger and then go outside. So we're always dealing with levels and lines in the sand because we know outside bars exist. But we also know we have full time frame continuity on our side. They're buying on the month, they're buying on the week, they're buying on the day, they're buying on the 60. The 60 is what is happening right now. The 60 is your control group. That is what's happening right now.
Right.
And we
don't
know
the next candle could be a 3. That's why you're moving your stop higher than underneath the
That's
wick.
why, yeah. Let's see what happens. I'm really bad at replay. Okay. See, I tried to pause it.
That's all right. We got 2 for the price of one.
Anyway, so you enter at the white line, and then you can put your stop right here, and you're targeting a new high. And the reason is a broadening formation. High, low, new high. Whoops, I said that wrong. Low, high, new low. It's trying to make a new high. So anytime you have a range, if you fail to stay below one side of the range, it's trying to go outside bar. And that's on any time frame. And I can show you that is what exactly happened on silver this week. And I even mentioned for a potential outside week this week on silver, because the month was so green. So even if they took it down, I didn't think it would go down, and I'll show you that here in a second. And I'll show you where that entry was as well. So boom, your target's hit. So you just took the trade from here to here. You just got 50 points on gold, which is a lot for you baller gold mini traders.
Sarah, one thing, let me just stop you one more time. So do we need to have perfect continuity? In other words, the monthly, weekly, and daily all have to agree on a color and a direction when you get to the hourly chart?
It depends on where things are happening and when things are happening. But in this instance, no, because you have the time frame continuity. You have your month is in force. So in this instance, you already have all those things because we started at the higher time frame and worked all the way down. So we know that the month is bright green. And when we're trading, we're using a bunch of time frames. So we're, for swing traders, like we're using the year, the quarter, the month, the week, sometimes the day. Like we're using all the time frames so we can always see, like Bitcoin, for example, on this chart, you can see the day is green. The 15-minute is green, the 30 is green, the 60 is green. All time frames are green. They're buying on all time frames. The month is green. Bitcoin's not going down this month. That is not happening. So anybody trying to short like right now is going to get ran over because you're not going to change this weekly candle around. So you want to look for lower lows and then longs. So right here, you see a lower low. Then you get an inside and up. There's your entry, lower low. So look for lower lows in periods of full time frame continuity when the chart is obviously going up on the higher time frames. Look for them to stop out the longs and then get in. Don't be like, I'm going to buy right here and put my stop at, below this pivot low. You're going to get stopped out almost every time. Let it happen. Let it stop them out, not your stop, because you know better than to put your stop there. You're waiting for the stops to get taken, then for the reversal. If that makes sense.
Yep, totally.
Okay, let me show you the silver weekly chart and why I was talking about how it would probably be a potential 3 this week. And I remember drawing a box like this on the Sunday show, and I said, if we trigger last week's low or take out last week's low and we're unable to stay below last week's low, which is that orange line, 63.19.5, if we're unable, we're going to go outside week. And so that is how outside bars form, and you're going to find reversals on lower time frames. And I know for a fact it happened. So this is last week's range. This box that I drew, they came, took the lows out, and then what did they do? They instantly reversed. So if you were looking for a long, it was right there at 63.35 on the 4-hour. You go to the 12-hour, you're going to see a nice hammer, right? 2 down, hammer, 2 up. This is a 2 down, 2 up reversal back through the range. The magnitude or the target was to go outside week, which means we are at least going to take out last week's highs, which we did. Last week's highs on silver was 66.98. We did. We took it out, and then it kept going a little more because it's got higher magnitude. It's trying to come up here to 71.65. The monthly magnitude, this is the monthly chart. It's the same setup as gold was. If you remember, we made a lower low, except the only difference between this chart and gold is last month on silver was not an inside bar. It was a 2 down that didn't go anywhere. So the gold monthly chart is an inside bar and up reversal, but the silver monthly chart is a 2 down, 2 up reversal. But this is the only reversals there can be. You can have an inside bar reversal, you can have a 2-2 reversal, or you can have a 1 bar reversal, which is an outside bar, which you'll find on a lower time frame. But the monthly magnitude for silver is to go way up there. And then if I show you the quarterly, you're going to be even more like, wow, because I talk about all the time, the line in the sand. If something fails, and it's okay if things fail, they're going to fail. Where you come in as an analyst is knowing that it's failing and not being like, oh, I hope it doesn't hit my stop. No, flip and trade it the other way, because you're going to see that it's failing and you're going to, make moves to go in the direction that it's really trying to go. Now, it's going to be hard for you guys to see on this chart, but this is a lower low. Okay, so how do outside bars happen? They can only happen on a live candle. And if last quarter was your range, right? Failure to stay below last quarter's range means it's trying to go outside quarter. It's trying to become an outside bar. So this is what we call a failed 2/potential 3. So it's a 2 down, but it's still live. So it still has just, I guess, 1 whole month left in the quarter to try and go outside month. Now, if it doesn't go outside month, you're still going in the right direction because they're obviously buying this quarter. They're buying this month. They're buying this week. They're buying today. They are buying precious metals. Now, let's say the quarter ends right here and we ran out of time. Then you get a 2-2 reversal. And then the magnitude is still to go up there. It's just that it's going to take an extra candle instead of 1. So anytime you fail to stay below a candle's low and it starts reclaiming the range, it's trying to go outside quarter. And I completely forgot to talk about this. This is our Strat doc library that Alex kind of put together. Alex, my very smart and very well-versed in AI partner, I don't understand any of it. He made this doc on our website. So our website, you guys can access this anytime. I also put it on my Twitter, but our website is thestrat.ai. And then you can go to docs, and then you can learn anything. You can search anything. He's got graphics in here. He explains what inside bars are. He explains what a 2 up, 2 down, like everything that I've talked about quickly today, is in this thing, right? And he's showing you here how a 2 down starts as an inside, goes 2 down, starts reclaiming, becomes a failed 2 down, then it goes a 3. So that's the life of a 3, is it fails to stay below the prior bar, comes back up, boom, it's trying to go to the other side, it becomes a 3. That is a great thing for you to know, because you know exactly what your target is. You know exactly where price is trying to go.
So, Sarah, could you real quickly just go over the 3 universal truths? Did we cover all 3 of them?
I did it in a poor way. I forgot to like really touch on time frame continuity. Which
yeah, but if you scroll up a little higher, I think they're on that document I read. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think it's at, what is the strat? So the 3 truths is the scenarios, which is the 1, 2s, and 3s of the candle types. The second universal truth is time frame continuity.
Yep.
And that's just relative. Is the candle green or is it red? And how many different time frames are that color? You know, just like gold and silver, you know, you've got your quarter is green, your month, your week, your day. If you're trying to short that, you're just asking for a hurting. Like, you're going to get run over for sure. It might work for a second, but you're going to get taken out. And then the third universal truth is broadening formations and price discovery, which is what we call broadening formations. So once you learn how to use these to your advantage, and I can show you an excellent example on a stock I call Irene, because I name my stocks funny things. I can show you a great example. All right. What you see here, which I just deleted because I like to, people really get too hung up on the drawing of the lines, and I really teach a finger doodle method, because as a price, and oh, hold on. As a price analyst, your eyes should immediately be drawn to swing lows and swing highs. Like, start at the left side of the screen, look for swing lows and swing highs, then try to find a lower low to your swing low, try to find a higher high to your previous swing high. And then if you kind of see what's happening here, you can just connect the dots and be like, oh, there it is. So we knew to be short Irene from this week, and then this week we knew it was coming down here. And what I love about really people who really understand price action, I want to give a shout out to somebody who is an Elliott wave trader. Maybe I shouldn't say who it is, but he's an Elliott wave trader, which is not at all what we do. But he knew, like, he still is reading price the same way that we are. It's just in a different way. So like I tag him all the time. I'm like, look at this one. And then so like we knew to be long here, and we knew exactly where to get long. And the reason we knew where to get long is because of the reversals. So we made a lower low, right? So that is where, if you were short from higher up, That's where you want to take your profit. That is the low, actually there. That's the low. Yes, yes. So anybody who had been long just got stopped out 3 weeks ago or whatever, which was, we were short. So we were short, up, time to cover. Well, where's the reversal happen? Right here, 2 down, 2 up. So as soon as this candle triggers above the previous candle's high, we enter. Now, it already hit 1, 2, 3 targets. And it's okay right now. It's an inside week. It's not doing a whole lot. It's consolidating because I think Elaine said it went like 70% off the lows. Yeah. Which is crazy because we can literally catch the bottom and ride it to our target. And I posted the day that we hit the 48.98 because I'm kind of, without telling you, hey, this is a good place to take profit if you were long, with us. Or right here, this is beautiful. This is as beautiful as it gets. This is a kicking pattern where they closed down at the lows, gapped them up a little bit the next day at downside exhaustion, 2-2 reversal. So you could have actually, if you're a ninja and really watching this chart, you would have entered here on the day, right? And then your stop would be there. Where is it going? It's going back through this range. Did it hit the top of the range? It did. So it did exactly what we would have expected it to do. And this is how we time reversals. We time, like, when did this happen? This happened at the beginning of the month. So in July, the monthly candle was red. And then we got a new, and you guys hear me talk about the monthly flip, a new candle, because it can bring new time frame continuity. So if they're selling all of July, come August, they can just change everything and just buy the shit out of it. I don't know if I'm supposed to be cussing. I can't help it sometimes.
No, you're good. So, but that leads me to one of my questions. So we have a series of higher highs, series of lower lows. Eventually, we're not going to make another higher high, or we're not going to make another lower low. Do we look at those, depending on the time frame, as kind of a change in bias and a change of direction?
Yeah, broadening formations won't be broadening formations forever. Because that would be too easy, like an uptrend would be too easy to trade forever. They will tend to expand one way or another. Right now, we're still in it. So this one's not ready to stop, but like NVIDIA weekly, I'll show you where we timed the bottom on NVIDIA. Where the hell was that? Right here. So broadening formations will tend to expand. So they will broadening and then they'll expand in the direction of like overall time frame continuity. But I'm going to show you just with my eyes, because my eyes can do this. This takes a little practice, but you'll see you have a high, a low, a new high, a new low, a new high, a new low, and then blast. So where is the bottom? The bottom was here. Why? Because we took everybody out. So everybody, I'm trying to delete lines that don't matter to what I'm showing you. Why can't I delete that one? See how we took all these stops out? All these people who had been long this whole time just got stopped out. And then we go. We're buying the bottom and we're riding it up. Nope, that's supposed to be a weekly reversal. So, or if you're an ICT trader, sweep of liquidity, but you have to wait for the reversal to happen. Failed 2 down in green. Let me delete this now since you can see the broadening formation. Failed green, 2 down, 2 up reversal. Is that a reversal that's on your sheet? It sure is. Main target 1 is to make a new high to this range in here, then new highs. So, so if that was your range, just like I showed you on all the other charts, failure to stay below and coming back through, where are we going? We're trying to take out the highs. So you know? Just kind of think of it as like a failure or like a swing. Trying to think. Just failure to stay below fresh lows, you know, that.
So just to get my head around this though, we had a 2 down that failed. And we ended up right, and then we ended up closing at the highs, and then the next day or the next week, whatever.
Next week.
That's the trigger.
Yep.
Yeah, got it.
And then you can put your stop right here. So if you know, we're not too big on risk reward. We like I can kind of see it, but if we're wrong, we just get out. But if you are like big into risk reward and like want it for your, you know, to be like, oh, I'm going to take this trade or I'm not.
Yeah.
You can do that. So the risk would be here, it would be 5.4 to 1, or at the new highs, it would be 9.3 to 1. And it did hit new highs before going outside bar and reversing. But that's why it went outside bar up there. That's where the profit taking happened. Like we said, anytime we make a new high, that's where you're supposed to take your long profit. Breakout buyers get busted because they're doing it wrong. They're doing it backwards.
So just freeze that for a second, because this answers one of George's questions about stops. You are putting a stop in, but you're not doing it at the swing low. You're waiting for that next 2R. So and I think this chart perfectly demonstrates how you do that.
Yeah, the stop would be here on the chart. So as soon as that triggers, once it triggers, you don't want it coming back in on you. You might get stopped out a bunch. That's fine. But when you don't, they're going to go like this chart. So you want them to trigger and you want them to stay triggered. You don't want them to come back in, because if this had come back in, then you have a potential for it to go 3. Okay, well, I can't draw it, but 3. So you have to be mindful and aware of how 3s happen, how broadening formations happen. Like there's a 3 right here. It took out the highs, failed, came down, took out the lows. So that's a broadening formation on a lower time frame.
Yeah. So Sarah, let me just stop you real quick, because we do have a few minutes left. And I just if you guys have any last second questions, you know, Sarah, you've got some folks in here that are like obviously been following you for a while, and they're like answering questions as you go, and they're doing a really, really good job of it. You know, I think we answered a couple of George's questions. Although, let's see. Hey, Jude asked a basic question. What does strat mean? Does strat mean something?
It just means the strategy.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's nothing fancy. Rob wasn't very creative other than the strat, just scenarios.
That's good. And then Chase asked about the ES. ES is not reversing its swing lows. Could you explain? I don't know if you're following the ES these days or not.
What was the question?
So his question is, the ES is not reversing at swing lows. Can you explain?
Yes, because it's not. Why can't, hold on.
That's
Something's in my way.
So if it's not reversing swing lows, that's going to tell me that it's not a swing low yet, right?
It has made lower lows. I know what he's talking about without even looking at it yet. Hold on. I want okay, hold on. We're just going to make it big. Okay, so what has happened is ES. So right here, and this was the week I missed on the NinjaTrader live show, and I was kind of mad, but my little brother turned 40. I had to be there, so I don't feel bad. But this was perfect strat, which was this week we made a new low, hammer, 2-2 reversal, boom, back through this whole range. That is exactly what we look for. This is a broadening formation. It's more of an internal broadening formation, but it did make a new low, you see? So we're expecting new highs. We got new highs. Now ES is up here. This is what you call all-time high exhaustion risk. You'll hear me say all the time on the stream, I hate trading when we're at all-time highs. It's boring. If we're just grinding up, like I don't care. But what happened was, now our broadening formation, we made new highs. Now we're starting to come back in. So we're at the top of our broadening formation on the higher time frame. So you might be looking too small. But they're possibly trying to come all the way down back through here, because if they were going to reverse, you would have seen a reversal on the daily. So today when they opened right here inside. If they were going to use this is a great one and a great question. If they were going to reverse, you would have seen the reversal on the daily. You would have got a 2 down, 2 up reversal, but you did not get that. So the chart objectively is telling you there is no long here. Yesterday was a failed green 2 down, but that only matters if it triggers, right? It didn't trigger. You had no long entry today. The 2 up, 2 down week is still in force and has been in force all day. NQ went outside week. Why? And I was talking about this too, the line in the sand, last week's highs. If we can't stay above last week's highs, we risk becoming an outside bar, because for the simple fact, that's how outside bars happen. Can't stay above it. Where are we going? We're going to the previous candle's low. That's an outside bar. That's a broadening formation on a lower time frame. That's pretty
awesome.
sweet.
So Sarah, we got about a couple minutes left. I'm going to squish a couple. We have 2 more questions,
Yes.
but I'm going to make them one question, if that's okay. So it's about time frames, really. The basic idea is an hour time frame as long as we can is the shortest time frame we could go to implement the strat, or could we go to a 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute chart to implement it?
You can trade it on a 5-second chart if you want. I don't recommend, but you can. But the important thing is getting the bias in the direction from the higher time frames and knowing why. And if you're not going to do all of the things, at least try to trade in the direction of the daily candle color, because it's clearly showing you that they're buying. They're selling, they're selling, they're buying, they're buying, they're selling, they're selling. Here was the reversal. They took last week's highs right here, 2 up, 2 down. Where are we going? Outside week. That was right there. Where's the next pivot? Right there. I mean, the charts are going to the pivots. So you want to be on the right side of that. You want to be short from here to here, not anything else, not trying to buy the dip. The charts are going to tell you if they're going to reverse or not. You don't have to guess. So short. So like the RR for this one could be as tight as this. 19 to 1, it triggers. Your stop goes at the high of the bar that triggers it. So this is an example of a chart working and working right away and not stopping you out and going and giving you that big RR. Yeah. And your broadening formation is here, because if that was the original range before this existed, failure to stay above it, where are they going? They're going below it. So they did it.
Yeah. Awesome. Sarah,
you guys see?
Yeah. And I wish we can keep going. I appreciate you being here with us on Develop Your Edge. You do have your very own trader profile. I think we put it in the chat. Maybe we'll try to sneak it in it's up there on the chat. It's pinned. That's a great place to start for people who don't know how to find you. Also, your X feed is also easy way to find you. So, Sarah, thank you so much for doing this for us. We greatly appreciate it. And I definitely look forward to talking to you again.
Yeah, I'd love to be on here again. And I'm sorry if I talked a little quick, but I'm trying to get all this out to you guys. So, but again, check out, our resource docs. Everything's right here. So, and I'll retweet it again at the end of this so you guys can easily access it. But it's a great learning tool.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. You have a great weekend. I'm sure I'll talk to you next week. And thanks for being here on NinjaTrader Live.
Thanks for being with me, Jim.
All right.